we are live. Can anyone hear me? See this? Am I live? Alright. Okay, I can hear myself there. That was good. Can you all hear me? I'm just gonna see if this plays. And then turn that off. Okay. We are live, guys. See how many guys we have? 13. I mean 2 people. Holy. This is a Christmas special, guys. Okay, can you all hear me? Does this play? Okay, there's an ad.
Online purchases? Begin with a search. Make your connect.
Alright, I can hear this.
Guys, see how many guys we have?
Alright, let's see. We have how many people? Alright. Oh, loud and clear. Sparks 33333. Epic stuff already, the first one. In the live. Okay, so we have 8 users, 9 users right now. Let's just wait a bit as we just chill around. See how everything's working. How's my face doing? How's the lights? The lights are so bright. I need to set up the lights to not blind me. Okay, loud and clear. Let's test out the audio actually I'm gonna test out the video audio. Let me know how this works. Okay, let's go here. Gyro compass. You have these actual weights. I think this is mercury. Okay, you guys can hear that? How about this one? Then we use torque to external. They all align. Drivers never mentioned gyro. Okay, you guys can hear this video I'm gonna play. Yeah, these videos. Where's that other one? This is. Yeah, right here. So they all line up. Okay, can you guys hear that audio? I assume you can. And let's continue. Okay, sounds good. Epic stuff. Yes, my volume's not too high, not too low. If you see any errors or any issues, just let me know. I'll try to correct it. All right, epic stuff. So let's see how many guys we have. 6, 7 people. We had 9 at one point. I think once we cross 10, we'll get going. We have 9 right now. Open widget. I don't know what this means. Whatever. All right, and then we can see stuff. And as always, we have 8 people. As always, you can see inside the notes. And okay, 9/11 revision is here. Hello, all you crazies. Just remember, y'all are wrong. It's pear-shaped. Oh yeah, I gotta make this chat bigger. Is the chat good? Can you read it on the screen on your phone or tell us, or should I make it bigger? That's the good question. You know what? I'm gonna make it bigger until I could read it. Okay, test. Okay, so Paul's here. Should I make the chat here? How's the chat looking right now? Is this chat too big? I'm gonna put this on top, and then we'll just sort this out. So we have 11 people right now. Okay, we can start getting going. But I just wanted to make the chat completely like top of the notch. Okay, I'm gonna put this all the way up here. Put the viewer count up here. And I'm going to check your mail and MES and cannot see chat on screen. Okay, is it big enough to read now or no? Whoever's on whatever screen you're using. Then I can move this over. All right, and then I could shift this. I just made the chat bigger, and made the screen smaller here. Okay, check your email. Paul Loveless pictures for live stream. Let's see. Oh, that's MES. All right, so we got Paul we got Paul right here. MES, smiley face, epic stuff. All right, let's go. Let's go, Paul. Nice to see your face. And yeah, it reminds me of like when you verify for crypto exchanges, you gotta take a photo of yourself with ID and write today's date. Anyways, all right. Okay, so we're gonna go live now. Okay, so we have 9 people. Okay, we're gonna go live right as we speak. All right. I mean, we are live. We could go through the notes, and as always, I gotta put that links here. Okay, and as always, you can see the links right here in the video description for all the links that I'm gonna go over, and then I'll update it throughout this live stream, and then save it, and it will be in the description. All right, let's do this, Paul. Let's go, guys. All right, so here is the thumbnail I made. I got some people didn't like my thumbnail. I think it's pretty hilarious. Yeah, they're saying it's not the right model that flat earthers say, but well, obviously this is just hilarious. This is my favorite meme, and I also used AI upscaler to make it high resolution, and then I removed the watermarks and so on, so it looks epic. This is probably the best meme photo of this one on the internet. All right, guys. Next one here is first one is always MES links, so I started putting everything in there, so I can just send links there. Flat with hills and valleys. All right, let's go. We got some flat earth stuff. Okay, so here's MES links as always. What I added now is a drop down. So I added drop down buttons and also Earth's curvature calculator and debunking flat Earth segment here. And so you can see this. Put all links to everything, math tutorials, anti-gravity, and you can press this button and it hides everything. And you can choose the one you want. So there's debunking flat Earth, and I made an Earth's curvature calculator just to. We'll be using it throughout, whenever we're dealing with, for example, shining lasers across the pond or whatnot, like some flat Earth claims, and then just see what you're expected to see. So 28 miles is 322 feet, or about 100 meters, and then compare that with laser diffraction or I'm just laser spread and so on. Anyways, that is epic stuff. All right, so the next one here. So that was the curvature calculator. Pear-shaped. I have the meme on my ugly Christmas sweater. All right, let's go. Okay, yeah, we're actually gonna go with that. I actually just saw the pear-shaped video of the Neil deGrasse Tyson that 9/11 revisionist posted on my Telegram. It's pretty wild. And so that was the Earth's curvature calculator. So yeah, guys, use it, and there's a bunch of ads there, and so on. So capitalize on this. Okay, triple boost start says totally flat. All right, let's go. Okay, so the next setup here is, become a superfan, but also because I figured out how to use the superfan emojis. So here it is. If you want to become a superfan, get some monies. I think I have 3 people now. It's $15. You give me a whole bunch of cash, and you get to use these custom emojis, and your loyalty badge shows with a trophy. And now I realize how to use it, actually. So you got to click this add emoticons. Okay, so you can see this. There it is. I had no idea. The whole time I had no idea how to put them in there. So you can use this. Enter, and let's see how this one looks. See this, there's the Hurricane Aaron, there's MES, and let's go. So you get those all for a low price of $15 a month. I might do a super duper fan, make it like $100 or $1,000, and you can be on every live stream, like in person. You could talk. All right, there's a bit of reflection, like maybe let's study how light reflects off of a round surface as opposed to a flat surface. All right, interesting. All right, I'm gonna hide this. Actually, I'm gonna hide this. Okay, so we have the chat. So the next segment here, yeah. So this one, I had some people ask about the live stream length. So this is up to you guys. Ball is beautiful. Your head is shiny. That's how much I make an hour. 15. Well, this is Canadian, so this is 15 Canadian, not American. So you're making more than that. Let's see, 15 CAD to USD. Also, guys, if I have these bookmarks shown, it takes away from the screen, so just let me know. So whenever you see things, just point it out. Don't just hold back. Okay, so if you go here, $15, so $11 USD is that superfan. Not 10, but not 15. But anyways, Spark says, I'm going to design an MES hoodie with the Twin Towers and curvature equations or something. It'll be epic. I need that in my life. Maybe a gangster pic of Dr. Judy Wood on the back. Okay, for sure. And if you're doing that, you guys can send me the design as well. I'll sell it on my mes.fm/store. So again, you go to MES links right here. There should be a MES store right here. There's Teespring. You can see it on YouTube as well. And I think I've had like 3 or 4 people buy stuff. So there's the loading. I don't know what's taking so long. Yeah, so you can buy stuff. See Hurricane Aaron. Okay, this is just so super slowly right now. Yeah, I'm on. Okay, Sparks333 is on it. Yes, for sure. And okay, so there's a design. Yeah, so there's the Hurricane Aaron. There's this one also has one person buy these. It's all a scam, and it's pretty generic. So you can go somewhere. What is that? WWT WW2 thingy, real or fake? Okay, I have no idea what's going on. World War II thingy, gas thingy. Okay, so So we got a triple boostard given code. Anyways, those all scams are a pretty good shirt because you can wear it anywhere and no one knows what you're protesting or if you're protesting. You go to the gym and it's all scam. People think you're talking about the gym, the vax, 9/11, the Earth shape, and so on. Anyways, and yeah, send me those designs, Sparks. That'll be epic stuff. All right, let's continue further. All right, so World War II thingy. I'm not sure about that. Okay, so so the other one I want to talk about is the live stream length. Is it too long? Is it too short? Too short? No, it's not too short. I mean, yeah, there's no way I'm going longer. Or set times. Do you guys prefer if I do set times, like 1 hour, 2 hours, etc., or just wing it and go as long as I can? And another thing is, feel free to download, crop, re-upload, monetize live streams. Just add a link to the original. You can do whatever you want. If you like some segment, you can post it there. It's really just asking about Auschwitz. Yeah, I do think there's some fakery like involved similar to COVID right now. COVID is supposedly there's 6 million deaths or whatever. But overall, my view is everyone in World War II is a victim. It's like so in other words, whether the actual statistics were right or what they were doing was on the Holocaust, etc. Regardless, there is no good guys in there. Hitler's a puppet. The world leaders of Western ones are all puppets. So World War is literally a ritual mass sacrifice. So the details, yeah, obviously if you question certain things, you're gonna you're gonna get banned. But it does not mean like how the alt media goes. Especially there's like these like 10-hour documentaries. I think it's called Europia or something, saying Hitler was a good guy. I'm like, no, there is no good guys. He's also a puppet who does the same Illuminati hand things as everybody else. All right. So the next one I want to say is, if you're interested, contact me if you would like to partner in making a second channel called MES Livestream Highlights, and we could split ad revenue 50-50 and so on. So you could just take and I'll promote it. And you can crop whatever segments you like and just put shorter clips. Similar to how I think Joe Rogan has a setup like that. Joe Rogan podcast highlights or something. There's like, I think several channels that has that. The best of Joe Rogan. There should be Powerful JR. That's 15. Yeah, I think this one. So that's Joe Rogan. This is Powerful JRE. Actually, there's all the same thing. Okay, so I believe there was something like that. Anyways, or Rogan Daily or something like that. So just post a bunch of stuff about him. Or if I'm mistaken. But anyways, triple blue star, good to hear. Yeah, well, the mainstream of everything is going to be fake. So even in terms of the shape of the Earth, whatever, I'm leaning towards actually expanding Earth model. It's just all the continents match up pretty interestingly. And it may explain if dinosaurs existed, why they're so big. Because the gravity would have been smaller. So you have smaller Earth, smaller gravity, and then it's constantly getting bigger and bigger, adding mass. Gravity gets bigger. That's one thing I was going. So Europe, the last battle does not play Hitler up. Well, it does in a way, but yeah, there are facts that show up that are obviously mainstream doesn't show up. But again, the overall narrative is there is no good guys, and that's the thing I want to drive home the point. They're all there, and it's by design. So Hitler was designed to lose, similar to I think Trump's gonna lead us to World War III, and then designed to lose, and continue further. Anyways, so continue further. So another thing, interesting synchronicity. Just as I was doing my flat Earth debunking videos, Andrew Johnson is on the flat Earth debunking live stream. Okay, so this guy says dinosaurs, dragons. Yeah, I'll show you the dragon setup soon. There's a pretty epic Komodo dragon video. So anyways, this is from Andrew Johnson. If you go to MES links, as always, I put everything there, and then go Elsa. So Elsa, this is the alt media person. So she got Andrew Johnson on the 22nd. So yesterday for a discussion on flat Earth. So Andrew Johnson is a round earther and so on. Yeah, dragons were lightning. Yeah, so even the lightning stuff is pretty interesting setup there. Dragons were lightning, but I did see some interesting comparisons of dinosaurs and dragons. So yeah, there is a lot of interesting stuff. But again, getting the absolute truth of what it is, it's got to be very, very careful. You really think we are flying through space at 500 miles per hour? She'll still need to upload her chat with Andrew. Yeah, for sure. But I think she uploads the thing later. but she does it earlier. Doesn't do it live like how I'm doing it. Also, yeah, asking about the 500K. Well, I'm saying, like, as I showed in my other one, if you look at the spill knot, relative motion, it doesn't really matter how fast you're moving. It's like do you really believe there's people in planes moving super fast, but nothing, but inside it feels like it's nothing? So it's kind of like, yeah. Well, my other view is reality is all fake. So whether you're moving or not, you're not actually moving. So that's another thing. Yeah. So I'm just saying the current model there, I don't see a current problem with it, but I do see problems with flat Earth. That's the thing. And the reason I do these memes and stuff is I've looked at it quite in depth, and I could not find a single non-joke, like a claim that wasn't a complete joke that you can debunk in a few seconds. All right, continue further. The my lunch break YouTube channel history debunking 100%. All right. That is true though. Okay. Well, they're also flat Earth. I believe it is a psyop like done by governments to keep a flood of misinformation everywhere, like literally disinfo everywhere, and then the mainstream people that are like trying to wake up, and then this is what they're seeing, a whole bunch of nonsense, and then basically a lot of them either resort to just sticking to the mainstream on all things, or why is water level? Like what is that question? Okay, so we have some questions here before we get to the other thing. We talk about double slit experiment when talking about reality and sitting in planes moving 500 miles an hour. Well, double slit experiment as well. I think it's just basic nature of ether, like water, and there's no actual paradox with the double slit experiment. I think it's just literally refracting across the slits. But that is for another thing. I claim the sun is never 993 miles away. Well, is that you with those videos of the supposed sun being close? I think that's just a light artifact. I will leave a link of my first, and yeah, I've seen that. But again, you also have to compare with what the mainstream says. The mainstream narrative of that is it's more believable than the sun is close by. The sun's out in the clouds. The way the sunlight hits the moon after it does not. Okay, so I wanted to go here. Someone was talking about why is water level. So that's a question. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so I have a spill knot right here. Like I showed in my other live stream. So there's water in here. If you, well, it's hard to see. Okay, but or even just look at the straw right here. Look at the straw. The straw is easily to move. It can move easily, right? But if you put in a spill knot, the straw is completely stationary. I mean, completely. So here's a spill knot. So look at the straw. The straw doesn't move. The water doesn't move. You can go a full 360. The water will always be level. Okay, that's and I'll get to the spill knot right here. Spill knot. All right. So the physics behind a spill knot, you can go. So there's the water. You can make it literally horizontal. I mean level at all times.
The base and nearly perpendicular to the walls of the cup, not allowing spilling to occur. Now take a look at this.
So there's a spill knot right here. Here's just you can make it yourself.
In the physics lab, there are many devices that can help you teach physics.
Can you guys hear the audio? It should be fine. Masonic compass and set square flat around psyop. No, I believe that the flat is the psyop, but then this full-on push of the debating back and forth. That's done by both. The flat, round, Earth, etc. Yeah, so the psyop is to push that, but the thing is, the reason is because flat Earth is fake. But they want to push that so that the whole world is it doesn't know what reality is, doesn't even know what they're standing on. So here's a spill knot. Is that the guy with? Okay, who's the one that said the water level? Okay, Chuck. Oh, so Chuck. Epic name. So Chuck Norris.
One tool that you might not recognize is the spill knot. What is the spill knot, and how can we use it to teach physics?
So I have a spill knot right here.
The spill knot is a C-shaped plastic drink holder with a rubber friction mat, and when you put a drink on it, you can carry it around. And it's nearly impossible to spill.
Yeah, see this? See the water level? The water's level at all times.
You can even put your morning coffee on it.
You go full 360.
And give it a whirl.
It's absolutely amazing.
Hey, well done. Yep, even a can of soda is easily carried. Or even hazardous nuclear waste is...
Divide and conquer strategy. Well, again, what do you mean by divide and conquer, though? Like for example, I want to be divided from lies and mainstream, like terrorism or whatever. So mainstream could say, oh, you don't believe in terrorism, or you want to divide people and not join the military and fight some foreign threat. So yeah, divide and conquer. Yeah, you got to be careful on exactly what you mean. Like, my view is, but that is one reason okay, what does this prove? Las Vegas Polo. No, there's someone commented earlier saying, why is water always level? And I'm just saying, well, you have centrifugal force, or in Earth's case, you have gravity, always pushing it down.
Even though the cup is easy to accelerate.
So when you have relative motion, you can have things
swivel,
that are level
so that the
at all
sloshing
times.
is always...
So it's relatively level at all times. So similar if you have, so all you need is just gravity. So you can have literally water here. I'll show you this one here. Here's water in near zero microgravity. Okay, so I just write microgravity here. Okay, so there's the links there, and you can go to Telegram. Water naturally forms. So water naturally forms a ball when in microgravity.
Here we have a rotating sphere of water about 25 millimeters in diameter, and inside this...
That's when it goes. Original video at 23:03 mark. Yeah, this is in microgravity. It's barely any gravity. Water automatically wants to form a ball.
Here we have a rotating sphere of water about 25 millimeters in diameter.
And notice it's rotating, and it's you have the dense part in
this sphere are a whole
I think it's like gas inside. Okay.
Of little tiny air bubbles.
Air bubbles. Okay.
And we will see what the angular acceleration due to rotation does to these air bubbles as a function of time. What you are observing are the bubbles moving to the center axis of rotation. As a function of time, they will form this rather tightly packed bubble core. These bubbles are kept from coalescing from a small amount of added surfactant.
Okay, it forms a bubble because of surface tension. How do you know that is microgravity? Well, I'm just saying this is. It's like, how do you know what's everything? I'm assuming this is, and it's pretty much falls in line with whatever you assume to be reality.
To the water.
Okay, so it's microgravity, and he has a whole bunch of other experiments, and they all follow in line.
Stability. But now that they're turned on.
And some of these, you can even do these on like airplanes when you can experience gravity, microgravity yourself, where they go downwards. Like where you just go in an airplane and then you just go down, so you have a free fall notion, and then you have water there. It also forms a ball, so you can literally make microgravity either in space or just in planes. So you can have airplane microgravity tests. So I think you can actually go there. Scientific experiments on Nova Space. 0G. Okay. Water or always finds its level, says 25-year plumber. 0G planes. Now, well, there's anti-gravity UFOs, but some of these I think you can test out. This should be in the news. Microgravity. Let's go news. Yeah, some of these here. NASA seeks space technologies for suborbital and orbital flight tests. Okay, now there was something you could order. British startup performs first microgravity test using drone video. Anyways, that's for another day. All right, so let's see with some comments, probably some hater. Yes, this is really how planets follow the sun. Let's see what this guy says. This was on my live stream. The old model. Our solar system is a vortex. Okay, this guy's saying it's a vortex. Alright. So that's pretty epic, actually. So yeah, so basically everything's moving. So the thing is that spill knot shows, which I really like that spill knot. It literally shows whether everything's moving or not from relative perspective of the observer. It doesn't look like it's moving. That's what the spill knot does. Was wondering water tests on planes. Thanks for checking out. What do you mean water stays level on that? Because everything's relative motion. It's like when you sit in a car, you're moving super fast, and everything's level, and nothing is it doesn't. Yeah, when you're sitting in there, you don't feel that you're going 100 miles an hour or whatnot. So whether this is moving or not, whether this is a real depiction or not, it still follows the basic models of physics that they have. So I don't see any fundamental problem with it. But again, reality could be all fake. All right, so let's go further. So the next setup here. Can you turn the comments on so I can share a link in them? What do you mean by comments on? You can't. I don't know how to put links in the thingy. Okay, the comments are on. I'm gonna do live. Can make it live. So right now it's live. I meant the drops turning into balls. Yeah. So yeah, the balls turn into drops. That's that from the. Okay, so this is live now. To send a link, you're gonna have to email me it unless I figure out how to contact at mes.fm. Or is there? You can email me if you have a link, because I don't know how to. Okay, live chat YouTube removes links. I don't know how to make it not remove. How can we have a video of time lapse of Polaris perfectly in center and other stars making a perfect circle around it? How can we have Polaris? I think you just focus the camera always on it or something like that. You have to be an administrator to put links. Only I can put links. I don't know how anyone else. Moderation activity. I'm looking at it right now. Cannot post links live stream. People are unable. Where links are flagged as spam and then they shouldn't get deleted. Okay, so we've set it where we don't want it. That's 4 years ago though. You have to be an admin to put links. Alright, so that is epic. Okay, so we have 19 people right now. Let's just see what else we have. And we have 26 minutes so far. We gotta get going. And let's see, the next setup here is, so we went over the and your jaw. Well, actually, yeah, my face has been not in. I didn't update the thingy the whole time. All right, there it is. And nobody told me my face is too much to the left. Okay, so that should be it. How does this look like? Okay, so that's cropping up. I meant moderator put in links. Okay, so yeah, I can put in links. So if you have a link, you can email me it, and then I'll put it in the chat. Because I don't know how to, unless someone can figure it out. Because there's no options for it. Like a legit channel level setting options. These only new cancel. Discard. Okay. Edit. Customization. Anyone. So there's literally no options for links. There is a live chat. Oh, so how do I turn comments on in the thing? Oh, so you want to put the... I think you can only do... unless I'm mistaken, I believe you can only post chat there, and then the comments show up after the live stream. So once this shows up, then you can post comments. Right now, it's only chat. I believe that's how it works, unless someone's set up. Really, I don't think it moved since millennia. All right. Oh, Polaris. Yeah, so I haven't looked at that. So the way I work is I like to focus on one thing and then go through extremely thorough to make sure I didn't leave any stone unturned, and then go to another topic. So that's why I did the gyro compass. Reread what I just said. If you stood in the same position over multiple nights, it would move. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it would move if you stood in the same. I know. Yeah, I mean, like the camera, you keep aiming towards it or something. They lied about everything, so seems likely shape of Earth too. Yeah, but the thing is, there's a controlled opposition for everything as well. So for 9/11, there is so the mainstream in 9/11. So I did actually write this out. Let's see if I had. Let's see, controlled opposition. Or I think it was somewhere there. But anyways, so basically in 9/11. There is the explosive. The explosives is the controlled demolition. So the mainstream is that it was Osama bin Laden. The alternative is that explosives. What actually happened? What actually happened is the towers turned to dust using directed energy weapons. And a great illustration is right over. Because you go to MES links, go to 9/11 Truth, and I put the 9/11 forensic study group here. And this is the image. So obviously, yeah, there's lies about everything, but there's also controlled opposition. There's fake truth in all things. So what society thinks fire did this. Truthers think bomb, or no, I would say truthers because I'm a truther. Controlled opposition would say this. What really happened is justification. It's literally just frothing up into dust. And what's also, and similar with COVID, I believe COVID, the mainstream is virus, and then the alt media is saying a bioweapon lab leak, but I think there's no virus, so it's neither. and I think similar to the shape of the Earth. So this is, as we go to Andrew, check the evidence. All right, or YouTube. YouTube check evidence. Let's go here. So one is just, so for example, the shape of the Earth. Mainstream says it's just spinning a solid ball of pretty much of rock spinning, with a liquid magma in the center, and nothing special. And then alternative lies would be flat Earth. And then, but I think what actually is happening, possibly, because again I gotta look at it more closely, is the expanding Earth model. So this one, Neil Adams, the growing Earth, expanding Earth. Just because the GIF he has at the beginning is pretty interesting here. Let's see if we could play it. Yeah. So
born in Manhattan and is a successful comic book artist.
okay. Yeah. So if you look at all the continents and then you put them all in a ball, they all fit like.
He has produced highly acclaimed work for most, if not all.
Okay. Yeah. So going back to this setup here, made this GIF.
Neil Adams was born in Manhattan.
Yeah, so when you make it smaller, all the continents fit. So the one argument is that it's constantly growing, and the gravity. So then the gravity would be changing, and then he argues that dinosaurs were so big because the gravity was small, and the current setup is their bones would break on the higher gravity.
Manhattan and is a successful comic book artist. He has produced highly acclaimed work for most, if not all, of the major comic book publishers. He cut his own path in the industry.
All right, so that is one interesting thingy. Flat Earth has control opposition 2. Flat Earth. What I mean is the overall topic is flat Earth, is control opposition, and then within it they're gonna have some people really believe it. Some people are there to make it a super clownish. Some people to make it somewhat more believable. So there's it's like a whole industry. Flat Earth. When you think of so when I told my friends I was believe in 9/11, I was inside was basically turned to dust. I was talking about 9/11. The first thought they have is flat Earth. Universe is converted to be expanding. Perhaps this occurs down to the atomic level. Yeah, possibly. Size of continent change in NASA pictures of the Earths over time. No one who hears flat Earth believes it. The thing is, that's the psyop is to. It's not even about the flat Earth. It's more about linking all things to flat Earth, like all conspiracy. 9/11's linked to flat Earth. COVID's linked to flat Earth. What else? Basically, if you're anti-evolution, that's linked to flat Earth. It's like a trigger word. It's similar to the word conspiracy theorist that they kind of use. It's a very interesting setup here. So if we go flat Earth. Let's see. Yeah, so this one here, the first post I did was by this guy here. So, COVID denier, conspiracy theorist Mac Parham, dead at 48. So this guy dies, possibly unknown cause. And they're investigating. It was so. Let's say there was some malpractice in there, and then the first thing they write: prominent COVID-19 denier Mac Parham, who gained a profile in both the flat Earth conspiracy community and the anti-mask movement. So we got flat Earth. The mainstream they do this all the time. They just link flat Earth to anything. That's because your friends are zombie robots. Yeah, I know, but everybody. I even on mainstream, let's say comments, people literally just bring up flat Earth right away. People's commenting. Okay, shame. Okay, whenever there's any globe in the footage, like I said, there's a 2-hour documentary uploaded about 9/11. There's a there's like a globe Earth for a split second, and this guy jumps in and saying, "Why are you talking about round Earth?" Okay, so there is. I just wanted to go here for reference. I want to continue. There was a pretty epic. Okay, bringing up. Okay. Okay, so this is just to give you an idea of the mainstream's people are. The gyroscopes will not send you into space. This guy was talking about my gyroscope experiments, and then he says, "Why are you trying to promote misinformation? Have you ever taken an undergraduate physics class? The Earth is now flat. Vaccines won't kill you. The moon landings were not faked. They have no alien visitations." And all because my video shows the gyroscopes rise on their own. Or I don't even know what this was about. I think it was my Eric Laithwaite upload. So yes, it's like a trigger word for a bunch of normies. I get these a lot. That wasn't. Let's go here. Why is this? Actually, and here, yeah. And speaking about the flat Earth, even flat Earth guys have disinfo agents within the already disinfo campaign. So here's this one here. This channel, this Twitter account, literally talks about 9/11, towers turning to dust, and then they have their channel is called Earth is flat, space is fake, and then they upload this like weird meme. Ball doesn't hold water, but a flat ball does. All right, it's complete. All right, right. Flat Earth Disinfo artist. It's pretty artistic actually. Back with again with the fire memes. All right, and now he has the airplane. So it's linking this together. And is this the Polaris thing that you guys were talking about? I used to live streams Mac. Oh, I think you might be a death faker. Oh, really? You were in there? So you're actually in Vancouver or Canada, wherever that guy's from. So this guy, yeah, he talks about 9/11, but then he taints it with the flat Earth like nonsense, and his name as well, so that whenever you share anything of theirs, it's literally like pushing flat Earth, non-stop. All right. So that is that setup. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. Oh, so fake you might be a death faker. So well, if you have intel, if you can contact him, get him on the live stream, and he could use a fake alias, and we'll just we won't specify who. Globe Earth hides God. I was an atheist for 40 years. No, it doesn't. All right. This is what I mean. I think that's another psyop as well. Well, that's another psyop. They also they don't just link 9/11. They also link religion to flat Earth. So any denial of the mainstream orthodoxy or the whatever the narrative they want to push, it's gonna be linked to it. I'm gonna close this thing in here. There's nothing on. Okay, so the next setup here. Yeah, so Neil deGrasse. Mac was an actor. He has an IMDb page. Yeah. All right, that's interesting. That's similar to the Pizzagate guy. Oh, that's interesting. Actually, I'll have to look at that. I'll look that. I'll look that up soon. Okay, so another thing is YouTube removes my own live chat comments. So I was commenting because there's a Gabriel guy at Flat Earth. Well, he's a heliocentric person, but I believe he was just pretending to play dumb or whatnot. But anyways. He also posted saying that the 9/11 victims were all fake, like including the ones in the buildings. I'm like, what are you talking about? Then if I type fake 9/11 victims, it just disappears. And here's my comment, and I did it like 5 or 6 times. So I wrote here. This guy said earlier, you can provide so much value researching to understand where we live, but it looks like your pride is standing in your way, etc. So just talking nonsense to me. I said, stop trolling. Stop lying. Then I also said, I believe you are a troll that is lying to push flat Earth. And I also said, and other nonsense such as fake 9/11 victims. So here, this would just get automatically removed. Read the Book of Enoch, study the moon, study the sun and moon's movement. Yeah, but again, like I've done those 2 videos on the gyro compass. The Earth is rotating, so if you're saying it's flat, it's still rotating. Okay, so the gyro compass ones are pretty much irrefutable. So when you bring up God, etc. in there, that is a no-go zone. That's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of like blaspheming God, if you're putting up obvious things that are easily wrong. Okay, going further. Okay, so the Neil deGrasse is a pale earther. So I'm gonna play this video now. Actually, but I do want to see that Mac guy. So the Mac guy, where's the Mac guy? Okay, so there is the first comment, anti-mask. Mac Parhar, IMDb. All right. I use the name Callan. All right. IMDb page. Okay, so he's an actor. All right, so he has an IMDb page. He was in Jigsaw 2013 Afghan. Look, holy. This is epic stuff here. Similar to the yeah, similar to the Pizzagate guy, Pizzagate shooter. What's the guy's name? I'll go from Math Easy. This is IMDb. Greater and lesser light, but again, those are interpretations you could view. It's interpretations, but regardless, if Genesis says Earth is flat, then you have to be able to say that's wrong. Okay, so that's not. It doesn't work. You got to be able to use your own God-given intellect. All right, going over. So evidence: Pizzagate shooting was a psyop. Shooter has IMDb page. Literally is an actor. Okay. Oh, this is way back. Okay, where is the IMDb? I think I typed it wrong. Okay. Who's all these people? Rob Skipka. Okay. Actor. Okay. Yeah, so this right here, that person was an actor, and that event was a psychological operation. Yeah, this guy we're talking about, Pizzagate. Initially, he says Pizzagate helped an idiot make the decision to enter ping pong with an AR-15. This is after Elon Musk tweeted about Pizzagate and deleted it. And then I said, well, no, the guy was an actor. And then he says, can you link your info on the gunman being an actor? Here's Edgar Madison Welch. Yeah, so there's the actor. And yeah, known for The Mill, 2008. A Tale About Bootlegging, and so on. They are all big flat earth names from 2017. Interesting, yeah, so all right one Trump. Yeah, so another thing is, I think I did see a, let's say Social Blade. No, not Social Blade. Google Trends. Let's go, we're gonna have a look at when flat earth started trending. Because Pizzagate fake news, they literally coincided like right after. Okay, I'm gonna go all time. No, not this. 2004 to present. Okay, so notice Pizzagate and fake news. Notice right at the same time. And then another one is, let's see flat earth if it peaked. And it's all in the so-called... Okay, so flat earth had a spike actually... Yeah, 2016. Okay, so this is literally all coinciding with Trump. And notice how it's flat earth. Then they coincided flat earth fake news. So you had Pizzagate pumps. I'm going to zoom in. This is interesting. So Pizzagate pumps, and then fake news pumps. And then right after it's flat earth, and then Pizzagate goes completely down. And then Pizzagate goes up actually... in 2020, just as COVID was starting, and then that got censored. That's when they started deleting my channel. Almost got my channel deleted. Right at this period. It's and all my Pizzagate videos have been removed on YouTube. High altitude balloon. Check this link. High altitude balloon. Again, the links don't work on my thingy. You have to email me the links. Email me links. All right, and yeah. So flat Earth. I'm gonna hide these. Okay, I'll actually do another one. Trump. Let's see where Trump pumps in. Okay, so notice that Trump overtakes even all this. Alright, let's go. Remove. I just want to see when. Actually, so 2016 when Trump became elected. And then, yeah, Flat Earth and Trump. Okay, so it's right there. So you have to hide Trump. This is too much. Remove. Alright, but this is all coinciding with Trump running for the election. And then he wins it. You got to pump. And so on. It's going to keep going. 100% Gabriel. Oh, Gabriel's back. Makes no sense to use real victims and the people behind those pranks understand karma. Assuming the victims, 3,000 people or like 2,000. It's not easy. I'm saying you can't just make up bogus stuff. If people understand karma, they literally have they orchestrate wars. And genocide, and billions of people dying. They print money and deflate your money and send it to, again, more wars. So these people, their karma is that they shouldn't exist ever. So they have a twisted view of whatever they call karma. Okay. So, and there's no, and yeah, the victims, they're real. So the majority of them are. That is like irrefutable. Going further, right here. All right, so the next setup here, yeah. So I'm gonna start closing some of this. I'm gonna move stuff here. MES links. Israel war looks fake. Well, what do you mean by looks fake? Some parts, some aspects of war are fake, like the narratives. But people are dying. That's I actually know. I know someone from Israel. He was my soccer teammate played in this co-ed league as well. Her boyfriend was from Israel, and they were visiting just before October 7th, and so and then he came to watch our soccer games, and I was talking to him, and so he knows I think like 2 people that were at the concert that died, and he also knows a few people in the army that died, because everybody had to join the army. That was pretty okay. Doge dog cam high altitude balloon. All right, let's go here. Okay. Show me evidence for one real victim. I already showed you. I put a link in the thingy. There's literally body parts on the ground. You see people jumping. Okay, Gabriel, if you keep posting this nonsense, you're also going to get another timeout. It's like you should never give up. It's playing dumb. It's like absolutely ridiculous. All right, going here. Dog cam sport flies to the edge of space, 1,102 feet. Rubber babies in Gaza. Okay, this guy just doesn't stop. He wants to try to get my channel deleted. All right, see this one here. What's the? Okay, what's the thing? This goes here. Okay. Yeah, but the camera's a bit weird. It's like flexing in and down and up. See the line, center line. Just like Ukraine. Okay. Yeah, Gabriel. Just making stuff up. Well, mainly because I don't trust Gabriel. He from our interactions. So speed up to like 4-minute mark. Okay. Okay. So you have our camera here. I'm gonna mute the thingy so I don't get copyright claim. Oh, sorry about that. Volume too loud. I just muted it. Yeah, so it looks like it's curving a tiny bit. I don't know. I literally, what do you? If this is real, what's the camera issue? What's the actual thingy? Looks like there's a slight curve on the right. And then, yeah. And notice how it's convexing out and in. So something with the camera they're using. No parallax. Yeah, so parallax. Yeah, parallax is the word people throw out. But, hotspot. Okay. Well, that's the thing. So what am I... Okay. Dog cam sport. You can see Earth's curve at 3 miles by a boat sailing over, yet 10 miles up, you can barely see curve, really. You know, I'm not sure what is there to see here. And this footage, it looks like it's curving to the right, down there. Sun shouldn't be moving at all if 100 miles away. What? Okay, so anyways, I don't know what to say. It's just a video of something. Alright, so we are looked at that. And this guy, IMDb page. Who else was IMDb page? Someone said something like that. Parallax difference in viewing between two positions. Yeah, parallax. This is kind of what I mean. Like, I haven't seen any flat Earth claims that hold up to any intuitive or common sense or just anything. Parallax wiki. Yeah, it's basically when you have looking at it. I think your eyes would have parallax. It's ambiguous. Displacement of apparent position. So yeah, if you look at object from this eye, it's gonna look. If you look at this object, it'll look like it's behind the blue. But if you look at it from here, it's gonna look like it's behind the red. So viewpoint A, viewpoint B. It curves because of wide-angle lens. But yeah, speaking about that, you could. This was actually a good mainstream debunking channel. I mean, our website. So I'm gonna go here. So oh yeah, this Alex Jones equals Bill Hicks. I have someone telling me to do videos on that. It has some interesting similarities. Okay, so I wanted to go. Okay, we'll just go to the Flat Earth WS. So this one here is mainstream people talking about. So again, these are mainstream debunkers, but I think they do a decent job on most stuff. This is a fisheye. You got a fisheye lens, and you can see different. There's a good video here. So a fisheye lens distorts images, adding barrel distortion. Thus, a straight line can appear curved, but the opposite is also true. A curved line can appear straight. And there was a good setup here. Fisheye distortion. Where is that? Okay, I'm just gonna go here. Fisheye. Yeah, this is just show the thing here. Straighten the lines if it crosses it. Okay, so here's something that, even with a fisheye lens, you could show that the Earth is curved. A photographic lens may have specific distortion characteristics and strength and may differ from another lens, but despite differences, a straight line will always appear straight if it crosses the center of the frame. So if you're looking at a fisheye lens, if you look at the center, it's always going to be a straight line. If anything crosses through the center. So you just look at the center and see where the when the horizon crosses that in a footage, and you can actually determine if it's yeah, you can see the curve. So flat earth like to dismiss images taken by a fisheye lens. In reality, the attributes of such lens are well known. We can use it to also determine if a line is in the image is straight, even if it is taken using fisheye lens, and so on. Yeah, that is the mainstream argument, which I don't see an issue with. Can you steel man flat earth? The media pushed a straw man flat earth showing a disc in space. Well, I showed the meme. It's pretty funny. Yeah, so I think the there was the guy with the weird hands. Okay, there's the hands or something like the M. It's that the hand sign like this. There's the guy with the dome shape Earth. There. Let's say hands. Go search hands. Let's see if I get the images. Okay, let's see if I could find some of these images doing it here. Why is he doing that with his hands? Okay, this is 1 in 5 kids is affected by bullying. Let's make that 1 in 0. Okay, it's got the hands there. I want the other hands. There was a pretty epic hands thingy by Reddit on the Saturn Storm Cube. Okay, I'm gonna bring up my Trump. Okay, what I'll do is I'm gonna pull up my. This is the Trump predictive programming video I was working on. It's like 400-page document, and then I decided just to do the focus on the video. Okay, Trump predictive programming. Okay, so this is a document I haven't done yet. 93 miles, it's a lie. Well, I'll show you a video of a heliocentric person believing that the sun revolves around the Earth, but he also debunks flat Earth, which is pretty interesting. So I'm gonna go here. This is my Trump predictive programming setup here. And let's see how many pages there is. 447 pages. I just want to go to the hands. Oh, this is the occult. Okay, I'm going to go to the occult setup here. M13 hands. All right. So this is interesting setup here. So this is the M13, or the Masonic says Mason. I'm gonna cross this out. And this is from that painting of that guy that crosses the firmament of the flat Earth setup there. And they got the hands. Shakespeare's got the hands. This person's got the hands. Even the this is I think this is the Latter-day Saints guy, the Mormon guy, Joseph Smith, and so on. Okay, so we'll go to the next setup here. All right, yeah, and notice mainstream. They always push this setup here. We live in a lie. Look at it has a dome shape, firmament, etc. It's like it's literally like pushing predictive programming for flat Earth lies. Polo, we know for sure that the Earth is an average 93 miles away from the sun. In fact, parallax is one way we know. And yeah, so he's the one who posted the videos of it on his channel. We'll go through some of your footage here. Let's go. I think it was. Let's go to the live setup here. Actually, I see some people commenting. Okay, I think it was on. Yeah, so on the first flat Earth video I made. I'm just gonna click here. Okay. There's another part here. So this person says, "Thank you for taking a stand against this flat Earth nonsense. Your channel tracks flat earthers because it addresses certain conspiracies, and many similar channels are afraid to say anything against the Flat Club because they don't want to lose subscribers." And yeah, so I know several people that just don't want to talk about it because they get donations from flat earthers and so on. And yeah, but again, at the end of the day, okay, so now I just lost subscribers. It's the subscriber count. So I had 4,996 yesterday. Now I have 90. So you lost 6. So anytime you do the flat Earth ones, it just goes down. Pretty interesting setup there. And then this Eric Dubé guy, I actually knew about him a while ago. He was the first disinfo agent that I pretty much knew was disinfo agent from the start. Okay, so there was a link somewhere that about the Earth. Okay. Okay, this one here. So this is I used the name Calhoun Allrights 8023. So this is the playlist of supposedly the moon being super close. Paul, how does it feel like to be wrong? Read the Masonic diversion tactics. I sent the email, play my videos. Well, I have, okay, I didn't see, is it a spam maybe? Okay, I used the name, okay, it was in a spam. Okay, I see it, new lines. Okay, so I did, yeah, so I got your email there. I really dislike communicating through emails, but this is worth it. I took these two and the rest on a playlist, first-hand knowledge. Alright, so here's a playlist. And, well, here's the ones that you took. Which one should I watch? The camera, NEVE, and then September 6th. Alright, so it was in my spam folder there. So I'm going to go September 6th, or the NEVE. Where's the NEVE? NEVE, the camera never lies. Okay, that's what it was. Let's see, this is, I sent the email, play the videos. Okay, so you zoom in. I see the list play, okay. So you're zooming in, and again, so you're saying it's local, but yeah. So this is likely just a brightness artifact in your camera, because like, so it looks like it's in front of some clouds, but again, it might be just a bright light setup here. Because one thing I realized is it looks so super close. Well, yeah, it looks close with your camera, but then when you're flying there, have you ever seen an airplane fly into it, or get blinded by the sun? Is there any footage of that? Okay, so we go over that, and then I got a comment. Guys, with my subscribers. Okay, we'll see. It keeps going. This keeps going down and down, guys. We gotta. Okay, so we saw these videos. I'll show you a debunking one that was done actually by, I won't even go to the mainstream one. I'll go to someone who believes in heliocentric world, and let's see this here. Okay, Dave Clown. Okay, but again, the channel you sent never mentions gyro compass. Yeah, a lot of them don't mention gyro compasses. It's like they just don't want to deal with it. So let's go here. This guy says BS. Presupposing Earth's shape. Where's that guy? I think it was Gabriel posted the guy about the whole bunch of nonsense here. Let's see. Okay, I will find it in the history, Chrome or YouTube history. Let's go stupidity. I think that's the title of it. So this guy's a geocentric person saying that. I think he says that Earth is stationary, it doesn't move. And then if you go through here, he shows a demonstration. So here's a demonstration right here. So here is some bars on the right. So this is he shows this. It looks like the sun is in between the clouds. Yeah, the dots are the CCD overloaded. When I say dots, I mean sunspots in the sun. So what we have here. So here's an example. This is an image right here. If you, it's the light is behind this paper right here. But then when it gets super bright, it looks like it's in front. So it overexposes the camera.
Completely white. One web has made great play about perspective and how it proves the Earth is flat. It demonstrates this with the first photo of some film negatives equals thin clouds and a wire equals pylons, etc. In front of a hole equals the sun. When a bright light is switched on behind the hole, the negative and the wire seem to go behind the hole. So the sun is not a few thousand miles away, but is 93 million miles away.
Okay, and they put your brain on a ball. Are those clouds 93 million miles away? No, I'm saying the bright sun appears that it's with the clouds, but it's not actually with the clouds. It's like this one right here, this bright light shows in front. Let's see what the mainstream flat earth one here says. Local or sun. Let's see. Sun in clouds or sun clouds. Yeah, okay. The illusion of clouds appearing behind the sun or the moon. Clouds are closer than the sun and moon. Clouds can appear as if they are farther away only because of visual illusion. Some clouds appear as if they are behind the sun. Some clouds appear as if they are behind the moon. And thinner clouds are transparent and light emitting by the sun or moon is relatively very bright. Our eyes our eyes or sensors are unable to distinguish the part of the sun or the moon which lies behind the thin clouds from the part of the sun or the moon which is unobstructed by clouds of the sun. Yeah, which is unobstructed. So the sun is turned off, the sun emits light, the cloud appears as if it is behind the sun, and thicker cloud appears in front of the sun. So you have the thicker one and then the thinner one behind, and so on. So basically you can literally make this I know Paul you can't concepts the sun is never bigger than the earth. I was asking someone in the chat, if the sun is local inside a dome, would it have the same effect? Don't understand your argument. Are you trying to say that the sun is in front of the clouds? Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. Yeah, that's what the guys. Yeah. With your courtesy of Mikos Metablank, I gotta find that footage there. Let's go. So basically, the way it works is if you find a flat Earth claim, you first have to go check what the mainstream debunking is, and then if it holds water. If you can't, if it doesn't make sense relative to theirs, don't ask here. Sun in front of clouds, flat Earth. I bet that the guy is a Freemason liar. Well, so far it looks like you're either lying or ignorant, so you might be the Freemason liar here if you actually believe that the sun is that close. We can perform spectral analysis and determine there is hydrogen fusion on. It can't be locals. No, that is actually true. You actually determine based on the frequency. But also, if you literally think it's in the clouds, I just thought don't wrap my head around. You might be like seeing things like a clouds behind the debunked. Let's go debunked mainstream. Why didn't they just show this? Yeah, it's. If you use flat Earth simulator, okay, so there is a bunch of other stuff here. Anyways, yeah, if you keep trolling here, we'll just put you in a timeout because it's a bit too ridiculous. Okay, so nobody's a debunking one on there, so I might have to be the first one to show a video there because it might be just too stupid to be worth it. I don't think it's in the clouds close. Well, the guy says the officer shines out light in your face. Do you think it's somewhere else? Okay. I'm just gonna put in a timeout. Let's put a timeout. Put timer 10 minutes. I'll just put a 5-minute timeout. Because it's pretty ridiculous. Okay, don't resort to nonsense on top of nonsense, just to get the chat going. Yeah, so you don't think it's a cloud skull? So yeah, I know. Yeah, that's one thing. Even when I was just researching flat Earth, I didn't even realize about that until this guy started posting that. I'm like, people actually think it's local, like right in the clouds. Like, have you guys lost your mind? All right, let's close some stuff here. So this guy was a geocentric guy, but he's debunking flat Earth. It's pretty interesting. Let's see, popular geocentrism and so on, and geocentricity explains the seasons. So it's saying Earth is stationary, the sun moves. Well, again, relative, there's something moving. I don't think it's in the clouds close. Okay, so yes, we'll watch one more of his videos since I timed them out. Let's see which is the latest one, number 6. I've seen a video of airplane going above the sun, and the sun is in the clouds. All right, so the sun did it burn the?
Daddy.
All right, let's see this.
Little grasshopper.
Let's see how close this is. Okay.
Grasshopper.
Anyways, yeah. So yeah. So saying it's in the atmosphere, but then it hides in the summer somewhere. Yeah, I mean in the nighttime, it just hides somewhere far away. Yeah. Okay. So some of the stuff is it's like it doesn't pass the sniff test. Like it doesn't pass the nonsensical laughing test. Okay. So going further, we still haven't got to the Neil deGrasse is a pear earther. Okay. So Neil deGrasse. Let's stop getting sidetracked. This is actually this was here. So in the comments in 9/11 Vision posted here. So I wrote, join me as I explore the shape of the Earth. Is it round, flat, or a cube? And he posted a pear. You're all wrong. It's pear-shaped. And now we have the great Neil deGrasse Tyson.
So you spin. You know, when you spin pizza dough, it kind of flattens out. It gets wider in the middle. So Earth, throughout its life, even when it formed, it was spinning. And it got a little wider at the equator than it does at the poles. So it's not actually a sphere. It's oblate. And officially it's an oblate spheroid. That's what we call it. But not only that, it's slightly wider below the equator than above the equator.
A little chubbier.
A little chubbier.
Yeah.
Chubby's a good word. It's like pear-shaped.
Right.
So, it turns out the pear-shapedness is bigger than the height of Mount Everest above sea level.
How much higher is the tall mountain that you identified in this book, which name I forget?
All right. So we have Neil deGrasse as a pear earther. All right, let's go here. And I think I had a cube earlier. Okay, so that was in this one here. Gotta type cube now. Okay, this is just ridiculous. It searches only that cube. Let's see. Is the Earth Earth pear? Yeah, how can everyone be so wrong? It's a pear-shaped. And so there's the, so again, like I was saying before, so you also have to view what is the controlled opposition. Okay, now the version says you are all wrong. Yes, yes indeed. How can everyone be so wrong? It's pear-shaped. So initially I was thinking, okay, so the mainstream narrative is that round Earth, alt media is flat Earth, MES is cube Earth. All right, but then 9/11 revisionist comes in with the nukes right here. So it's not direct energy weapons, it's nukes or repair now. All right, so we are right there. And this was the that Gaza war. They had the hang gliders in Economist, January 4th, 2013. Epic predictive programming. All right, let's continue further. So gyro compass proves Earth's rotation. So if you've seen my gyro compass videos, yeah, gyro compass, it's literally, in my view, irrefutable proof of rotation. Like, it's literally, it follows the Earth's rotation and turns. So I just don't know how to say it any other way. And you can go to the anti-gravity, and I will just discuss it. You can see those videos if you haven't already. I mean, let's get on to the gyro compass topic. All right. Yes, I'm going to click objects in rotation defy mainstream physics. And another thing is gyro compass. Yeah, another reason I'm doing this flat Earth videos is because they want to lump in everything, especially ether. I believe yeah, the ether is a good explanation for magnetism and so on, and reality. But then it's like people say that it's only flat Earth. Oh, yeah, Hollow Earth is another interesting analysis. That yeah, that's more believable than flat Earth. All right, so where's the gyro compass? Okay, it's a potato. All right. All right. This guy says it's a potato. Okay, so the gyro compass embodiment of magical properties of gyroscopes. Okay, when I zoom in, it just hides. And so the gyro compass, it fits the property of the gyro wants to align with the external torque or the precession. Yeah, basically when it's torquing, what's interesting here when you have a spinning top like this though, it's torquing down, but then as it's torqued around, like the torque kind of moves around. But this is going this way. And then this will rise such that it matches the precession or external torque even if it goes downwards. And the gyro compass, scroll down here. Yeah, so it fits this part right here. So if you have a gyro and a gimbal setup right here, such that it can't turn about this axis. No, yeah, I mean it can't turn. Which way is this one? Yeah, so this one here, yeah, can't turn this way. And if you force it to go to the left side, this will literally line up with the spin with the precession direction. So if we could play some stuff here. Truth over comfort. Thank you for being respectful. You're cool, truther. Okay, so where did I go? Oh, message redacted. Okay, what did I say that I don't recall saying something? But anyways, okay, going back here. Yeah, so if you spin it this way, it lines up, and then so if you haven't seen my videos on the gyro compass, I just want to repeat it, and then basically a gyro compass literally just goes like this, and the Earth rotates around it. I mean, as the Earth rotates, it's forcing this to change orientation, but it's not allowed to by the gimbal setup, and it lines up with the spin. And this was some complicated, like extremely well-designed machines here in the World War II, literally just to find just to have the gyro compass align with the Earth's rotation. So here's the gyro compass comparison with the gyroscope. A regular gyroscope, it's free to turn on any setup, so you can have it go. If you're spinning this way, just pointing, it just means I'm spinning the right hand. The gyro, if it's held in such a way that it can literally go in any direction. It can spin this way, or the other direction. But with the gyro compass, you force it not to be able to go one way. So you have these weights there. So as the Earth rotates, there's going to be it's going to want to lift these weights up. But because it's when you're lifting it, it's the same thing as adding a torque. And then basically it's going to be torqued until it lines up with the Earth's rotation. So this image, I believe, 100% believe it's wrong. It should be the other way around, even though this has like liquid mercury inside there, or solid mercury. Actually, liquid-ish mercury. Does the gyroscope move by itself when laid to rest? What do you mean by moves by itself? It depends on the gyroscope is. So this one right here, you can measure Earth's rotation with this mechanical gyro. If it's in a gimbal setup that can freely rotate. Just to illustrate it. Okay, we could play this video maybe here. We'll play this video actually. Might as well.
Wheel of a gyroscope. This dependency exists for basic parts on the miniature mercury compass. Has its exact counterpart 14 K.
Okay, so it's the same thing. Here's gyro. It's a free one.
On the sides, two horizontals are located inside the vertical ring.
Does the gyroscope move while on an airplane? Yeah, so if you're changing orientation, and if you have the gyro, and there's very little disturbance or friction, it will be able to. So Russell Snape says, bless up.
Just as in the model.
So you have a gyro right here. So it has a connection on this part here so that it can rotate, it can rotate about this horizontal axis. So what I mean by rotate there, you just draw a line. Just put your thumb to along an axis. The rotation is around the fingers, either direction, but along the axis. So it can rotate this way. It can also spin. Put it like this. This is spinning. Then you have another one on top so that the whole thing can rotate as well. So you can.
Then the C frame holds.
Yeah. So basically, the idea is it makes sense that the gyroscope would move on an airplane. Yeah. When I say move, it's staying stationary. The Earth is moving.
This assembly on the model. While on the Mark 14, the corresponding assembly is supported by a wire composed of 18 separate strands.
Okay, notice it has 18 separate strands, not just one single strand, just to, I believe it's just to make it less winding up ability. And then they also have a phantom ring. Okay, so just to illustrate this.
That are apparent in the model gyroscope. Right. Since the compass is in itself an induction motor, its power comes from a force applied to a string. Since the compass is in itself an induction motor, its power comes from a three-phase 200.
Okay.
As in the model gyroscope, the vertical ring provides the sensitive element with freedom of movement about the horizontal axis.
Yeah, so you got one, that's one freedom.
Axis.
Yeah, then you have another one.
The model is given freedom about the vertical axis.
Yeah, so with a second ring for another axis.
Axis by mounting it in a frame.
So that's two freedoms and the spin as well.
On the Mark 14, vertical freedom.
So this one here
is provided by the wire suspension.
So this can go on the wire. It can rotate any direction. But then they add these weights on there. So they add these weights so that it can't go about this one. So the idea is, as the Earth is rotating, as the Earth rotates. So notice those weights there. As it's rotating, in order for the gyro to maintain its orientation, it's going to have to lift these weights up. So it's the same thing as adding a torque downwards here. So it's adding a torque down here, and then it's going to start precessing. So property of gyroscopes, they precess. In other words, they rotate about a different axis such that they're going to line up with the spin direction. And I like this explanation better than the mainstream, which just says goes right-hand rule and a whole bunch of other torque vectors, etc. Because they don't realize gyroscopes just want to line up with the applied torque.
150 times the directive force of the magnetic compass.
Okay.
As it turns.
And to illustrate that, I will go, so Debunking Flat Earth, we'll play this, well, not this video, I did this experiment yesterday. We will click on, if you go in the description, and then see the links we'll set up here. So we'll have, just to drive home the point of the gyro compass, because it's irrefutable proof in my view. Do you mean stationary or referring to gyroscope? Yeah, the gyroscope itself, not a gyro compass, a gyroscope will want to be stationary by itself. So then, as you move anything else, it's going to be holding that position. Just do, here, we're going to drive home the point here. I'm going to go, I might actually bring up a gyroscope right now if I have time. I'll do it right now or near the end. Just set up live, or maybe not. I'll just do this one here. Okay, I'm going to look for experiments align with externally applied torque. Okay, so this is some stuff I want to demonstrate first. Okay, so there's a gyroscope. Before that, this one I made this 2 years ago, just to illustrate gyro torque lining up. And I did this to confirm that this image is wrong. This image should be, this arrow at the bottom should be lining up in red. So miscorrection, spin direction should align with Earth's rotation. Oops. So you have here. So here's, I'll just do it. You can do it literally manually too. So you can do it without even any machine. So you just spin this right here. I spin it with my left hand. Okay, let's play it faster. Okay, I spin it. And if you go down, well, it's not spinning fast enough. Again, it has overcome the friction. I'll do it better this time. Okay, so I spin it up. And if you go down, look at it. If you look at it closely, look what happens. I kind of messed up there. Okay. Let's go back. I'm going frame by frame. Okay. Oh, let's go back. Okay. So we have it this way. So it's spinning this way, clockwise. You go slowly. I did this 2 years ago, really crudely. And then it's going this way. So it's spinning this way. Remember, it's the way it's spinning this way. And then it's spinning down. Yeah, it's spinning down, aligning with this downward torque. I'll do a better one. Yeah, so it's going down, and it automatically turns. Anytime you do it, this is just gyro compasses. That's why I'm saying it's pretty much irrefutable, because it's so simple. Only way you're gonna literally get it aligned with Earth's rotation is if the Earth's rotating. Okay, only way you're gonna move. Okay, so. And it lines up. And then, so that was a more crude one, and then I did this one yesterday. So I drew arrows where I'm spinning it. Yeah, so initially you can move it, just same thing, doesn't want to maintain its orientation. Alright, and yeah, so now I've spun it up in that, in the arrow's direction. And then notice what I do. If I torque it, it's going to automatically flip to align. So if you go slowly, it's going to go align with it. So I'm going to turn it to the right. But if you go too, okay, this is going back to this one here. It depends on the. There's two things. It's called there's two things you got to note right here. If it's spinning already in the same direction as you're torquing it, that's stable equilibrium. So you can go as fast as you want. It's not going to flip. This one, it can still actually go about this axis if it's on the opposite side of this. But the second that you deviate from perfect horizontal, it's going to induce a torque and it's going to flip completely upside down. So right here. Okay, so right now I'm going the same direction, so there's no torque, and then flip it. It goes backwards. So this is basically how gyro compass works. So something needs to be rotating the entire apparatus. So you can't just have a Earth stationary, and then the sky is moving, because the gyro relative to all things must be the thing connecting it, must be rotating. So like this apparatus around it has to be rotating in order for it to flip it. And then it goes sideways. Yeah, and you flip it. If you go too hard, it's gonna flip. If you're on the opposite side, so there it is. Now you go backwards. Now if I go right time, if you go slowly, that doesn't torque. But then the second you move too fast, it's gonna flip it. Okay, that was that demonstration. This one was good for. I did the other one just so I could do it vertically as well. So I'm gonna do this one here. And you can see what I mean by maintains orientation. Gyro that. What do you mean it wants stationary? Well, here's a decent comparison. This one doesn't have arrows, but you can tell wherever it's spinning based on the principle it matches up with the torque. Alright. So spinning it up. And So when you know it, you can automatically know which way it's spinning without actually knowing which way it's spinning, without being told. So there it is. So it wants to maintain its orientation. And let's say if I move it. So notice how it's always pointing there. So if I move it, it's going to be rotating about this. And notice if I'm rotating the base, it's still one in point. So that's what I mean by gyros want to maintain its orientation. But this is a gimbaled one. It doesn't have another degree of freedom. Einstein said there's no way of telling the sky was or Earth was moving. No, someone, that Gabriel guy also commented that as well. Pretty sure they had gyros when Einstein was alive. Okay, Paul says, yeah, he's a licensed pilot, and yeah, so we have a pilot in here, alright. Everyone have a nice day, and be well, and God bless for sure, okay. Einstein said there was no way to tell if sky... No, what he was saying is, well, I think you're talking about relativity, where you have the elevator example. Shouldn't the gyroscope move all time if Earth always moves? Not translate. It needs to be torqued. So, oh, we got a subscriber and we lost one. Alright, we have gained and lost. That is life, guys. Okay, where is the one here? So notice right here. Gyroscope move all time if Earth always moves. If you translate it, there's no torque. That's why it's pretty irrefutable that the Earth's rotating. So here, okay, here it is by itself. Here, if you move it, it's as if, yeah, you can turn it, everything turns fine, right? But then when you spin it up, and now it wants to maintain, but you can translate it still. You can literally go left and right. It doesn't change its orientation. Like orientation as in where it's pointing. It's gonna be, you can move it like this and pointing there, but the second you want to turn this point, that's going to be inducing a torque on that. Okay, Steve House is, hey brother, man. And Paul's given a pilot's tutorial to the chat. Epic stuff, alright. Yeah, so that was that one. And then the kicker was, well, this is the MES Experiments 31 I did. Literally has, if you have a whole bunch of gyro compasses, these are literally gyro horizons from World War II plane, and then you attach it to an apparatus, and if you apply an external load, they all line up. They all line up. Absolutely remarkable. So MES Experiments 31. The Coriolis force and its effect on storms is a good flat Earth debunking science. Oh, Angel White's here. This is the Trump predictive programming guy. I got a whole bunch of stuff there. Epic stuff. Great to have you on the live stream. I was just thinking about the Coriolis effect and how snipers have to adjust for it because the bullets slow down. Interesting.
Alright, this assembly.
So I want to show here. Here's a bunch of gyros, really mimicking the Earth. So these are all random directions, and then once you apply torque, to it, they all line up. See that? And then they all automatically line up, and literally as my thumbnail shows in my MES links here, let's say the previous one. Yeah, so basically literally have these gyro compasses on the Earth rotating it, and then they all line up. So that is, again, irrefutable proof, because they actually make these in factories, especially in World War II, and the amount of design engineering put into it, and it's lining up. And it's not an assumption that the Earth's rotating. The gyros need, the apparatus around the gyroscopes need to be turning, hence the Earth needs to be turning for it to operate. And then the other one I wanted to, there's another thing I wanted to go over, but we'll just go through the notes and see what we come across. Alright, and okay, surveying has Earth's curvature adjustments. Yeah, another thing is surveying all the manuals, even when you buy the theodolite or whatever it's called, the light tester, they literally have Earth, Earth curvature corrections in there. So when you have surveying here, they have corrections
pointing straight at the.
Yeah.
If the lake is curved, the target would sit below horizon.
Yeah. So these, when they do the surveying, they literally have adjustments for it. Like you can go read the manuals. They literally mention the curve. They have factors for it. So it's like That's kind of why flat Earth it's just so it's a bit too much. It's like you you have to imagine all these like industries are including the wording for no reason. You need the Rick Ross GIF here right now. Oh, oh, Joe's here. Rick Ross GIF. Which one? Shout out to all the pair. Which one is that? You ever see video of metronomes starting at different times and they all start to click together? Yeah, it was at the metronomes, I think, there. But first we gotta get the Rick Ross GIF. Which one is this? Rick Ross GIF. Shout out to all the pair. I'm shaped like a pear. FML, alright. I am. Pairs. Shout out to all the pair. Oh, okay. We are onto something big. Okay, so this is the Earth, shape of the Earth, guys. So we have. Let's go Earth. Actually, no, not that Earth one there. Let's see how the All right, so we have a representative. Put this in the thingy here. All right, let's go. Hey, brother man, it's time for another math easy solution. Thank God you're not a flat earther. I'm convinced that flat earth decides to lump us all conspiracy theorists together, 100%. All right, let's continue further. Paul Lovelace is shaped like a thing. And Metromones is shaped like a pear. All right, so we got, this is Paul Lovelace. We got Rick Ross right there. We got, okay, so going further. Metromones. I think I have seen those. They all line up. Metronomes lining up. Okay, this secret synchronization of this. Yeah, this is interesting syncing up with the vibrations. Yeah, just 1 second. I got someone at the door. All right, let's go. I'm back. Yeah, so it's lining up again. Yeah, so that's epic stuff, guys. I think you're committing an affirmation. Okay, whatever. Real love, guys. Talking about these fallacies. If A then B, it's logical fallacy. I think you're committing an affirmation. How do these people know these fake fallacies or something? Anyways, the gyro compass is very, very obvious that the Earth's rotating, and it's one piece of it. So then it's like, all right, you have to keep adding more and more layers on it. But again, so instead of talking about fallacies, what's your take on gyro compass? And also, why does none of the flat earther guys talk about it? And so, for example, I put a whole bunch of links in this one. Okay, so where is the gyro lining up? Okay. So this one here, this is that Mike Whitsitt guy, the Morgul, this person here, Eric Dubé, Nathan Oakley. None of them have a clue about gyro compasses. They don't mention it. And there's they don't mention it. Even that these guys mention, like, I think one sentence, and then they get it. Yeah, they just mention it briefly, passingly. Going further, Eric Dubé, he's like the OG of disinfo. Just saying that this could explain synchronization of the gyros. No, it's again. That is like the vibration. So if that's vibrating and then it clicks, you could be like, oh, the Earth is vibrating. That's why everything's lining up. You can't just go ignore what I just said. The gyro needs to be torqued by a rotating. The apparatus needs to be rotating around it. Okay, it needs to be rotating around it. So just because, yeah, so these other ones are synced. If there's a vibrating one and then it always syncs with Earth's vibration, that's a different. Then you'd be like, Earth's vibrating. So if all of them sync always to one vibration, and that's, let's say you have that same metronomes, and then you have another set, but they all match. It doesn't matter the size, the shape. If they all match the same one, you could argue that the Earth is vibrating at that exact same setup. Any good platforms will worded solutions. Where's a good place to understand proof building? Proof writing. Again, yeah, they don't explain. Yeah, so to answer your question, they don't. The synchronization of the metronomes are a separate topic. They are similar in that gyroscope lining up with the external torque. But that's where it all ends. It's similar. That's it. Nothing else. And this Nathan Oakley guy, he gets gyroscopes wrong. He says that gyro compasses actually involve magnets, and they adjust them every like 15 minutes or something. So, but he barely talks about it, besides like live streams where he's swearing at his guests. Anyways, Mike, what's this guy? This guy was arrested at the... Yeah, so this guy right here was one of the first ones I was told to look at by the Gabriel guy. And this guy, if you look at him, he's actually arrested at the Mount Rushmore for acting a complete clown. But before we go to that one, okay, so I want to go over this Globe Busters. I think this before that. So Gabriel posted another thing. It's like, this is really how planets follow the sun. This guy. Oh, this was a question. Yeah, why not? Sure. All right. This is about the vortex stuff. Not Earth is flat, surrounded by planets. Either way, they are wrong. Yeah, that is true. All right, let's go. There's the Globe Buster person. Okay, so Gabriel has like infinite time to add these like comments. Okay, I'm gonna click. I think it's this one here. Hi. Eric did mention in his most recent book. Yeah, but he has a YouTube channel with 200,000 subscribers. You can. Okay, this is one here. Here are a bunch of flight authors talking about gyroscopes. They include one of your videos. I think they include a video that I had, but not mine, unless I double check. So, these ones, I believe they're purposely lying or completely and utterly brain dead. But I lean towards purposely lying. Interesting. I think the Globusters has like, or was it Space Busters, has decent virus videos, antivirus. Damn great content and channel, sir. Epic. Eric did mention in his most recent book. Is it talking about me, Sam, or are you talking about Eric Dubé? So if you write Gyro Compass, it's never mentioned in this thing. So it's like they have 152 videos, 73,000 subscribers. Never mention it like a topic strictly about it. But they have a live stream right here. And if you look at, so again, I always want to jump through the Gyro Compass, and I like examining one topic extremely thorough so that I'm not wrong. Gyro, because Gyro Compass is not shown. Only time they mention is Gyro Compass once and passively.
Just a gyroscope. He was just using a bunch of different types of gyro. It wasn't just a gyroscope.
All right. I'm not sure Eric can be trusted. Claim the sun is never below the clouds when there are videos showing it. Yeah, great stream. Thanks. A man with perspective. Epic stuff. I guess we got some people liking the stream. All right. So now, going further. Yeah, so this one here. So this one, they talk about a semi-gyro compass, and they're saying that, look, they have it. This setup is just my own gimbal setup I have, and it's saying it's not changing.
Point something out real quick, Zach, that I'm noticing.
So they have like a minute timer, and it's not changing. And it's saying, oh, look, it's supposed to be changing with the degree setup here as the Earth's rotating. But this is this gyro has so much friction, it's ridiculous. This is connected there. It's not even a bearing. It's literally metal on metal connected there, and then you have at the bottom is also there's just a metal through a hole. Witsit pushes Aether. Well, Aether is real. That's my view. But Witsit is a clown, and he doesn't mention Gyro Compass. So again, tell these people to make a video about Gyro Compass, and this one is literally purposely lying. Look at the setup here. And
it's not equal 3 points.
This doesn't move. But that's expected because friction's too high, and if you compare that with that gyro setup here, with the this one has a string on top, but not only
50 times.
It's not only hang by a string. It also has a thing called a phantom ring, where it follows the string so that the string doesn't get in a knot. So they have to have it near zero friction.
East-west plane. Although the gyro compass has 150 times the directive force of the magnetic compass as it turns toward the meridian, it still would not be sufficient to overcome the friction of an ordinary support. Since even the
See, this giant thing does not have it still can't overcome the friction of just a basic support. So it needs to be
ball bearings would offer too much resistance.
So even ball bearings is too much resistance. It needs an actual string, and I can attest to it. I've done over 1,000 experiments, as I'll demonstrate.
A practically frictionless method of mounting is employed. To accomplish this, a phantom ring is provided to form the basic part of the second major assembly, the phantom element.
Yeah, so this one goes on top. All it does is just follows the string. Like, whenever the gyro moves, it follows the string so it doesn't get wound up. Sounds like, what's it push ether, maybe a disinfo agent. Sounds like pure propaganda. Got triple boost hard as, I think the vaccines get into them.
Then the sensitive element is suspended within the phantom ring by the wire suspension, the top end of which is secured to the top of the phantom stem, as seen in this cutaway model. The third major assembly is the spark.
Alright, this connects everything together, and then so the phantom element has a motor there, and then anytime it moves, and a sensor detects it, and then it just moves with the string. So you have near zero friction. So that is near zero friction, while you had these other people right here. Where's those clowns? Yeah, this was, yeah, these guys here.
Cited specifically in the gold.
And they have a whole bunch of crew talking about why is this not changing within, and then they just show it, I think periodically show it. I think, do they show my video though? I think they show some other stuff. But anyways, they show a whole bunch of other setup here. They may have shown this.
Different, at different ladder.
Anyways, someone made their own custom gyro compass actually. So you can actually make it a homemade, but you don't just connect it. Are you censoring comments? No, it's live chat. You can't put links. Sofa World is there. No, I don't censor, but I put some in a timeout. So some of them guys in the timeout. It should be back soon. But I think put a 5-minute timeout, or it should be, or he removed it himself. No. Are you censoring? No. You can do what you want, but if you're clowning too hard, you might get a timeout. It's YouTube, so yeah, it's YouTube Sofa. Yes, YouTube does its own thing. So like they censor me as well. I went over earlier in the live stream. I said that they blocked this comment. You can't mention fake victims because the Gabriel guy was talking about fake 9/11 victims, which is obviously bogus for the ones in the buildings at least. And then if I typed stop posting the nonsense such as 9/11 fake victims, and then YouTube just removed that as well. So I can't even post that. All right, going. What was the thing I wanted to talk about? Okay, let's check the live stream stats. All right, we have 16 people, 17. Oh, it's still way off. Live. All right, so we have 17 people, 11 likes, 110 views. Unreal. We are actually a lot of people saw it for a bit, but I did lose some subscribers. Wasn't joking. Okay, people do take it. Okay, just wanted to go. Oh yeah, going back here. So the gyro compass. Someone made their own gyro compass. You can make it as well. There's a couple ones on here. Gyro compass homemade, another video, and oh yeah, there was those disinfectants. Yeah, you use high friction setup. That's when I went over, and William Grant says, "Love you, brother." Epic stuff. Awakened Souls exposed a bunch of flat Earth control opposition disinfo. Yeah, but I think the whole topic is control opposition, and my view is actually I think it was controlled even before we had internet. I think it's been pushed for thousands of years, like flat Earth disinfo. Okay, so here's a gyro compass made, and so notice that their setup has a very low friction needle on the top, and then it's connected in a pool of water.
All right, so what I have here is what is intended to be a gyro compass. It will use precession caused by the Earth's rotation to find geographic north. It consists of a flywheel that's inside a paper cowling. The paper protects the apparatus from air current generated by the flywheel. And
yeah. So you also need to protect from air current as well. So everything's got to be fully
motor to drive
frictionless
the flywheel, and a battery pack for the motor. This is all sitting in a boat made out of a Tupperware container and a piece of steel. Now as the motor spins up.
Okay. Anyways, so he has it, and now he has a time lapse here, 50x speed. I think he has a 50x speed there. Holy, so it's 50x speed, and you'll see a tiny bit moving. Yeah, so it's literally moving 50x speed. Whereas the other ones have normal speed, shown for like a minute or two with high friction. David, why is, for example, using CGI makes the sun look like it fades? I know, I understand it. What I mean is the control opposition is such that they have a whole industry of like, it's like fractured fractal disinfo. So the whole topic is disinfo. Then you're going to have some super clownish disinfo, like the ones that go on live TV and make a complete fool of themselves. You have some of them that focus more on the occult stuff. Like, it's kind of like the Eric Dubé. So it's like, a lot of people watch them like, oh, they learn a lot of interesting occult stuff, even symbolism, even flat earth symbolism, predictive programming stuff. But it's all lies. Like the narrative they want to push is the lie. The flat Earth is the lie. Once you overcome, okay, it's a lie, and then you can take in some of the more esoteric, interesting stuff, the cult stuff that they bring up. Like there's another guy that I followed, and then he kind of went a bit out there. Is that astrology guy? That astrotheology, no, astrology. That old guy with the is a bit out there. So for real, it's not censoring anything. Yeah, so I'm not censoring. Just do what you want. But if you clown too hard, what was that guy's name? He even had Judy Wood on before. Astrology. Astrology guy. Oh man, what is that guy? He had one of the best patterns in symbolism. Astro theologist? No, theology. No, not this one. We gotta find that thingy. Okay, I think I may have subscribed to him or did I unsubscribe? I could see if I could follow it. Astro. We gotta find that guy. Something. He don't have weird names like that. Just make it something simple, like math easy, baby. Anyways, get on that. Can you explain why a fiber optic gyro shows different precession on different altitudes? Yeah, again, I haven't looked at that. Different precession, different altitudes. Well, again, different altitudes, you'll have different setups. So I haven't looked at that. But I wanted to go close this. Okay, so continue back here. This guy's made it here. And again, I believe this guy much more than those clowns there. There's other ones here. This guy's using detect true north. Okay, this one right here. Well, this one here is to detect true north using gyro 50x speed. Whenever someone says 50x speed, it means okay, he's literally been filming it. So each second is a minute. Remember that. Each second is 50 seconds, almost a minute. Each second is a minute. You'll see it move it. And he goes over the calculations and so on.
The boat feels is the spin. This time the top element.
Yeah, so this guy definitely knows what he's talking about. And there's other one. Look, he has it hung by a string. So using a gyro to detect Earth rotation and finding true north.
This is how you find true north using a gyroscope. This end of the room is north, and this end south.
I think this is from an actual plane or something, or a ship. This is a pretty good...
The jar and the gyroscope, or the rotor motor, are part of a plumb bob, which can swing and rotate. It's connected to the ceiling by a 2 meter, 40 centimeter long string.
When it stops turning momentarily, again, you have to look at that. I don't know exact details. Might be something with that. But anyways, just to show you.
And these wires are for the three-phase motor. The three-phase motor is being driven by a variable frequency driver.
Yeah, on the 50X. Well, you got to look at the setup here. Again, it's not the Earth stop moving. I'm saying, what is the more likely scenario? Something's happening. Let's say 50X speed. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know his setup, but it does move about it.
Alright, so now I want to talk a bit. And just like when I started up, as the motor spins down, the boat spins as well due to conservation of angular momentum. Essentially, it's transferring its momentum to the boat through the friction in the bearings.
Okay, wobbles back there. Where's the 50X? Yeah, it just swaying back and forth.
So now I'm going to give it another 5 minutes to...
It's swaying back and forth around that
like
North Pole.
Pretty stably.
Actually, there's the North Pole right there.
Magnetic equilibrium.
Takes a while to get it... Okay, so it's going there. It's going to go... What is the 50X?
And now I'm going to give it another 5 minutes to come to equilibrium.
Okay, it's just setting up equilibrium. Alright.
Okay. And so now it's... Looks like it's pretty stably return to its magnetic equilibrium. It's moving a little bit now just because I just opened the door and that causes air currents in here.
Okay, just open the door with air currents. Again, I don't know exactly how he's doing this, but let's see this guy's setup.
The motor is 400 cycles.
Yeah, so one of these, I'll ask him, I'll look at it in depth, and if one of them I think is decent quality, I'll put it to my MES experiments.
115 volts, 3-phase.
Okay,
It's coming out of the motor. The if the wires are pulling in any way on this suspended on the plumb bob, it's really very, very difficult to adjust this without it really wanting to go back to where it was. But anyway, I changed the light fitting and I've got a very firm swivel light up arrangement up here.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna go fast forward and see if it changes. Okay, so it's moving. Or did he? Okay, so he's still setting up. What is he doing? Oh, there's a laser light here. Let's see this guy just sets it up.
It's set. It's about there. Okay.
Is he spinning it now? I think he's spinning it now.
So the first time we did this, it was set up slightly clockwise of east-west. So if
Oh, Santos Bonacci. Yes, indeed. Okay, I think that's one flat Earth person I kind of looked like at a whole bunch of his videos. It's pretty epic symbolism.
if this is east-west, it was set up slightly like that. So if you're looking down at this arrangement, if east-west is here, it was set up slightly like that. And it strongly wanted to go. So I now rotated it 90 degrees.
So does nobody make a proper video?
I should do.
Okay.
It wanted to go clockwise. I rotated it about 90 degrees, though it's hard for me to make that adjustment very accurately. So I've gone past north, and now it wants to go back. It's wanting to go anti-clockwise now. But it's quite close because the balance point is in between the two extremes of the travel. And when it's as best as you can get it, the balance point is in the middle, back in the middle of the travel. And it's like this.
What's going on? I'm doing 60 next speed.
So it wanted to go anti-clockwise, so we've got to rotate.
Alright, this guy is just a bad example. Just show something. Okay, so someone's talking about something else. Were there no flat Earth surveyors? Okay, so yeah, I don't have time to go through each one, but yeah, Santos Bonacci is the one I was talking about. This guy's got the... Yeah, did he get his channel deleted? No way. I think they got his channel deleted. Alright, so we... Santos got his channel deleted. Howdy all, Shaggy says howdy. SantosAstro.com. Universal Truth School. Okay, this guy's got some next level. Mr. Astrotheology. Yeah, okay, so it looks like he's off YouTube. Interesting. No way. Mr. Astrotheology. Yeah, this guy's a bit of a character, but he kind of... There he is. Oh, is this his new channel or something? Oh, he's doing a live stream as we speak. Let's have a look if we can listen. We've been financially attacked lately to continue support and his Bitcoin address. Let's play this.
15 minutes for type change. Okay.
Oh. He's got a live stream. We're live streaming as we're live streaming, and his YouTube channel was pretty big before. All right, we are learning some stuff here. Shouldn't the gyroscope move without any assistance of Earth's move? I think the guy just made a bad experiment. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, so let's just close some stuff here. And the one I want to show is there's a better one here. Let's see this guy. I haven't a chance to look at these. Let's see if this guy shows. This guy shows a gyroscope showing 15 degrees of Earth's rotation.
That's the drift.
Let's see. These are not compasses. They are gyroscopes. Yeah, so use gyroscopes. See this one.
In this video, I would like to show you how an old airplane gyroscope shows the rotation.
Okay. He went on a rant recently. I think he pissed off the algorithm. What did he say actually? Did anyone know? Could also be that I never move. Universe revolves literally around me. That is true.
Of the Earth. This is a vintage air-powered, purely mechanical heading indicator gyroscope, also known as a gyro compass.
No, it's not a gyro compass. It's just a gyroscope. So these are not gyros, as he says a note. Let's see how this.
I'm going to try to call it a heading indicator gyroscope. I've got it set up so it's spin this thing up.
I think you can go any direction. See this.
Okay, I've got the back taken off this gyroscope here. This is a heading indicator gyroscope. So once it's spin up, you can set your heading and you pull this out and then it'll track. But right now it's not spinning. So inside, you can see we've got the brass flywheel.
Yeah, you can go any direction, I think.
It spins pretty free. And then this can tip. And then this can rotate to indicate your heading.
Yeah, so it's just a gyroscope.
Here's a little balancing nut that allows you to, like this. I'm turning around.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's cool. He has demonstrates in his hand too.
Gyroscope spin up, and I want to show you the degrees of motion that it's sensitive to. So you can see that if
Truth or Comfort is confirming the consequence fallacy. This guy just keeps saying these fallacy stuff. Alright, anyways, buy truth over comfort.
If I rotate this way,
alright, so look at that.
It stays stationary in space. If I go this way,
Insight's how ring laser. Yeah. We'll have a look. I think I looked at it for like briefly 30 seconds, but I get the gist of it. It just shoots like a laser, and then and if it's Earth's rotating, you're gonna have different times coming back. We'll show that soon.
Nothing stays stationary in space. If I go this way, it stays stationary in space.
So if you have access to this gyro, send that over to me. I want this gyro. This is like an epic video. FE supporters don't understand logical fallacies. Yeah, and some of them it's like just we're talking pretty. He was saying homophobic slurs about people who don't believe in flat Earth. Okay, yeah, the flat Earth one. It wasn't even the reason I stopped watching his channel. He kind of went through a bit of like insane talk about. I think it's talking about masturbation and like kids and so on. I'm like, this is a bit too ridiculous. What the hell is this guy on, man? All right, let's just go. They love to accuse, even though using them. Yeah, it's like they want the proof to be like almost in the law, like extremely detailed, like a court of law where every single word is put there. But then you just show an image of a sun appearing like it's near the clouds. You'd be like, oh look, it's flat Earth. Earth's not moving, and the sun is in our atmosphere. So it's like they don't apply their own logic to their own claims. Let's see this one.
You can see the brass wheel.
Yeah. So this gyro, I can already tell it's one of the best, well-made ones I've seen.
It stays on a plane there.
Holy.
See, I can move it up and then it stays there, or I can move it down and it stays there.
Yeah, cognitive dissonance. Yeah, because they don't realize that if you're going against the grain, like you need to be extremely detailed. Like they're the ones that needs to be make sure every single fallacy is removed, and that they're in other words they're right. Just to give you an example, before we actually once we finish this one, then I'll finish. Yeah, some people said in a live stream before I kind of jumped through the topics too much, so I'm gonna stick to this one. How do you know the Earth rotates, not the sky? Are you assuming that it is the Earth? No, I'm saying the gyro, the frame needs to rotate relative to the gyro. So one scenario that you can say, okay, if you say the Earth is stationary, everything else is moving, but the gyro, but then you also have to state that the gyro would be moving then. I think it's like the rotation. Yeah, I'm trying to think that. Yeah, so I'm trying to see any way besides the Earth rotating, because like if you have the gyro right here.
There.
Here, yeah, this is a good example. Here's a gyro right here.
But the one axis that doesn't do anything.
So this gyro, the only way that that you can make it appear to be moving, assuming it's just near frictionless and so on. Not really. The masses are the ones deceived, not the minority. Well, there's a controlled opposition. I think everyone has a different degree of being brainwashed. The masses are wearing triple masks. So that's one thing I'll give the COVID people. I mean, not the COVID. I mean the flat earthers. They know the mainstream is a lie, so they won't go along with things like masks and vax and so on. So yeah. So that's better than normies, but at the same time, you'll never convince a normie or like a majority of them by talking flat Earth nonsense. because it is nonsense and it's wrong. And also that's one thing. And then yeah. Well, anyways, continue further. So look at this gyro.
Is the one that pivots around the axle of the gyroscope wheel. See if I...
Yeah, so and it has one of them connected to this this measurement.
If I were to turn like this, I'm turning around.
See, it's processing. Oh, it's processing, okay.
It turns, or if I were to bend down, or...
Okay, guys, it's not a full-on gyroscope. It's designed to torque on certain
bend up.
tournaments. You're going up and down.
That all tracks, but the one rotation.
Okay, so it's pretty much
doesn't track.
It's pretty much a gyro compass.
This way, see?
Okay.
And so I'm using that to point to align the one insensitive axis to the Earth's rotation to get a baseline for the gyro's drift without Earth rotation induced drift.
Mach's principle, how do we know it is the Earth? Not really. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that the gyro and the apparatus, they're torquing about each other. They're rotating about each other. There's a relative motion. So if the Earth is stationary relative to the gyro, then there would be no precession on the gyro compass, or movement, or apparent movement. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to get at.
So if the Earth is rotating this...
So like there's a gyroscope. You're pretty much only dealing with rotation. So something is rotating. Either the gyroscope is rotating relative to space, or all of the... Yeah, or I mean relative to the Earth, or the Earth is rotating relative to it. April 8.
This way, I get a baseline that way, and then I turn... about 180 degrees around, so that then the Earth's rotation is at this axis, and it would then track the rotation that way.
Okay.
Alright, I am down in my basement, and I'm showing you my leveling table.
Let's see the
got
setup.
this kind of minute. This rotation. Then I would, after rotating it, I would zero it out, and minute.
Okay.
Each hour will take 1 minute.
Oh, January 16th.
This gyroscope,
Interesting. That's literally a day after my birthday.
was running for 6 hours total, non-stop, and the camera was running for the same period of time. And so I'm going to show you what happened. This is an old, worn-out gyroscope. Sometimes it's kind of erratic. Sometimes it works. And for the first 2 hours, it wasn't very settled down. It was kind of acting erratic, sometimes moving one way, sometimes drifting the other way, sometimes sticking. But then for the last 5 hours, it was working pretty well. Alright, so I am going to start this. Oh, so, yeah, okay, so in this position, it should not, according to the globe model, it should not be moving, but you can see it's going to be drifting here.
As it's spinning.
So it immediately drifts. That's 5 degrees. This is 10 degrees.
see.
And so here we are rotated. Now north is here, so now it's pointing south. See, before south was up here and north was out here. Now it's rotated 180 degrees. Now it's pointing south, and it should be sensitive to the Earth's rotation. You'll notice before this mark was counting this way, it was counting up. Now that it's rotated the other way, let's see what happens. Now we're in this here 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. pointing south for 1 hour.
Okay.
So now you'll notice it's moving the other way. And this is very interesting because it's still on the same level surface as it was. Turning it should not have affected it. You'll notice that right at 20 minutes, we've gone almost 5 degrees, which is very interesting. And I stopped the playback, but the real camera for the 6 hours that it was running ran continuously nonstop. And I'm showing you every frame, but I pause it sometimes to stop and talk. So, and let's see what happens. Again, this is playing 60x, so these are frames, these are seconds, these are minutes. And this is very interesting. It moved 5 degrees in 18 minutes. And again, the Earth's...
That's pretty much Earth's rotation, let's see.
Alleged rotation is 15 degrees an hour roughly, which is 20 minutes per 5 degrees. So you can see it rotated very, very close to the expected value for the Earth's rotation. But let's continue. And you can see it slows down and speeds up a little bit. But that's just probably what an old gyroscope does. So we're reaching almost 10 degrees. And we passed about the 7 degree mark, 7.5 degree, right at about 11:30.
Alright, I need to get one of these.
And right now we're on the 11 to 1 p.m., the 2-hour period here.
Alright, yeah, so you can go watch the rest of this one. I 100% believe he is doing it right. Alright, another thing, so Shaggy's saying predictions, Earth supporters should be asked to make a prediction for the solar eclipse. Yeah, so that's another thing. Like all the GPS, everything you can literally go and predict, they all use globe model. You can go moon phase calculator, and you can see it from like literally centuries. I haven't said it 1946 because I was dealing with Trump moon stuff. But let's just go to today, and you could even see the predictions, sun and moon rise. So you can see the sun, moon rise, and they're all using globe Earth models. You can see the sunrise, moonrise, moonset, or sunrise, sunset. So those were the moon, the sun. And someone else made actually a calculation right here. Moon phase experiments using flat Earth and globe model. And this is creation.com. So again, for those people saying that the Bible means flat Earth, well, these are anti-flat Earth people, and they're biblical people. All right. So this one here is Earth, a flat disk or a globe, answering from observations of the moon phases, and they did a bunch of table, and then predicting, seeing which one would be right and which one would be wrong based on how the model is. So observation of the moon phases and their matches to the phases predicted by the flat Earth model, and then you'll see which ones are. This is the flat Earth model. You'll see some of them are right, some of them are going to be wrong, and so on. And then if you use the round Earth model, moon phases and their matches to the phase predicted by the spherical Earth model, and every single one of these is right. So can't you reverse engineer model and still have predictions? Still have correct predictions, whether flat or globe? Well, you have to account for a whole bunch of stuff. I don't see how you can put in random numbers and get it. It's kind of saying, yeah, reverse engineering of it. That is that's an interesting conundrum, because it's like, let's say if the Earth is flat and you have you'll have a position of the moon being like, let's say 20. No, I don't think you could reverse engineer it, because then all the numbers you're gonna have to have every single number being like a cryptographic key, like a. It's kind of like using a Bitcoin blockchain setup, where you need to have some sort of secret code always matching flat to a round Earth. That no one knows, but they're just using these random numbers that actually are using a secret code. I don't know how it will work, but if you can, but that's also part of the thing. If you can figure that out, let me know. All right, let's see the stats. So I think we have 2 hours right now. Okay, guys, how much longer we can go? I'm just gonna go not much longer. Okay, so we've got a bunch of these ones. Oh yeah, the Falcons, pendulum. That's pretty straightforward. Surveying Earth's curvature setup. Flat Earth, Dave, hilarious. Oh yeah, so yeah, someone was saying there's a Flat Earth Dave guys that controlled opposition. Well, again, I think all Flat Earth is controlled, but the Dave guy is pretty funny. Flat Earth Dave. Whoops, Dave. Oh, why does it do that every time I okay. Flat Earth Dave. Okay, that's the Flat Earth Dave with the funniest nonsense yet. This was Flat Earth Dave. Let's see, it was on Twitter.
They had a map of the world, and we said, okay, we're just going to cut out of North America. They had a map of the world, and we said, okay, we're just going to cut out of North America, a little bit of South America, got Mexico in there, Costa Rica, and we get rid of the rest of the map. And we say, okay, we wrap that around a sphere and say, this is all the world there is, and this is all they taught in school. Look, North America, part of South America, this is the whole world. And this is, we'll call it Antarctica, okay? You're not allowed to go there, right? They had
I think it's similar to that model you're saying. So you have a secret code reverse engineering flat Earth into a round Earth. And this guy, I think he was saying it ironically. These are, this is how easy it was for them to trap you in a prison.
A map of the world. And we said, okay, we're just going to cut out of North America, a little bit of South America, got Mexico in there, Costa Rica, and we get rid of the rest of the map. And we say, okay, we wrap that around a sphere and say, this is all the world there is, and this is all they taught in school. Look, North America, part of South America, this is the whole world. And this is, we'll call it Antarctica, okay? You're not allowed to go there, right? They had a...
All right, yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Flat Earth say the SAR cycle, the only thing required to make a prediction. Anyways, Restless Native said it would be awesome if Dr. Wood could get on the Jimmy Dore show. Yeah, that would be pretty epic stuff. Indeed. And also, the Flat Earth Dave guy, he follows me on, MES Conspiracy on my Hive community. Is he still there? There he is, Flat Earth Dave TV. Let's see, he's posting. Oh, he's getting a whole bunch of minus. I think he got kicked out. He still posts. So he's been posting like 11 hours a day ago, even though he's getting like downvoted to the max. And he has a -3 reputation now. It's like pretty much shows his credit score. I'm like a freaking 70 something. I'm like a 72, baby. Let's go. Okay, so that is... It's a Flat Earth Dave. He's following my conspiracy stuff. Oh yeah, so Dr. Wood... so speaking of Jimmy Dore, he actually liked a post by 9/11 Revisionist. Jimmy. And it included... But I don't think he watched it, so... So Jimmy... yeah, I wonder, did Jimmy Dore watch the whole video? Do you think he will read the book? So he actually liked a reply on his tweet by 9/11 Revisionist, which includes his setup here, but he says, I wondered, did Jimmy Dore watch the whole video? So Jimmy Dore liked this. Remember when they said, don't do your own research? This is one of the funniest skits I've seen by him here. Let's go here.
People tried to get informed about that.
Whoops. Why does it do that? So who replied to this?
Other people shame them. People tried to get informed about that. Other people shame them. They would say, please tell me you're not going to do your own research. You've heard people say that. Please don't do your own research. You know, before COVID, doing your own research used to be called reading. Now you're shaming me for reading? At the behest of Big Pharma? It's like I woke up in the middle of a Bill Hicks bit. Well, looks like we got ourselves a reader. Tell me, boy, what you reading for? Don't you know everything that needs to be read's already been readed by a smart person? That's how much people internalize the propaganda from Big Pharma.
All right, I'm gonna continue. And then he added, Epic, thanks for sharing my little 9/11 wake up notes. Yeah.
Everybody has a slow approach, doing your in their hand. That
And then he included the 9/11 stuff in there. So.
Because that is who they used.
Involves the use of a controlled opposition.
Excellent, yeah. Control. That's the thing. For every mainstream lie, there's a controlled opposition. So make sure you're not in that group here. It's comedy, is truth. Yeah, Restless Native. Yeah, he's been asking more questions. Building 7. Yeah, he does, but he's still on the controlled opposition side until he gets the truths there. But at least it's still good. And someone says here, truth secrecy. What you're saying, Earth is a ball. I think it's more like a pear. Well, it's so far I haven't seen anything that disproves that it's rotating and circular. It's comedy's truth. All right, so this is epic stuff here, guys.
About that, other people.
So he shared that, and I will. Actually, I think I retweeted this. Yeah, I retweeted both. Epic stuff here, guys, and like that. And let's see how much longer we can go. So 15 people. I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna start powering through. If there's nothing interesting, we're just gonna close it and see what's up. All right. So going further, so there's a La Quinta, Coloma, disinfo agents, Flat Earth. Yeah, so these are ones I knew they're disinfo agents from La Quinta. So this one I knew they were right away. They were the ones saying that there's graphene self-assembling nanoparticles in the VAX. Again, their so-called evidence was a bit dubious. And then right after that, analysis of vaccine vials confirmed presence of graphene nanoparticles. And then they have a new discovery. This group of scientists, La Quinta, Coloma, will address the world on Saturday and present evidence that the Earth is flat and stationary. After that, nothing will be the same. All right, let's go. I am in park on the interstate. Oh, wow. Nice. Epic stuff. I'll stop my rant now. The towers might have been hollow. No, they weren't. All right. It's like, it's like you have to understand this. Some of the statements you guys say are way out there. And that brings it, yeah, so if you're going against the grain for anything, even the mainstream old media or whatnot, so I'm going to go to MES links. So you go to MES experiments on here. So this is kind of what I mean. So I discovered that gyroscopes disprove or debunk mainstream physics, okay? And I stand by that, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't insane, so I have 1,100 videos of almost all of them are gyroscopes. To make sure I have a full grasp on it, because if I'm telling the whole world that the gyroscopes or objects in rotation defy mainstream physics, I better be damn well right. And this is my anti-gravity part 6 video. It was like literally 22 hours. Anti-gravity part 6, objects in rotation defy mainstream physics, plus MES duality concept. Highly recommend checking that out. And so, and I have to make it extremely detailed so that there's no questions about it. And just to give you an example, and also infinite experiments to make sure I'm not going crazy. And to illustrate another thing about, and this was a discovery I pretty much made. No, bro, what's the proof of the rotation of the gyro compass is the proof of it. And the gyro as well. We already showed the 15 degrees. And that is the one proof that I am very familiar with. And this one right here is just illustrate how it defies mainstream physics. This isn't explained in like Wikipedia or anything. So if you have a gyroscope acting as a spinning top, or even as a spinning top, so this is a high friction base, and it's not even high friction, just a little touch like that, it will not rise on its own. Alright, and it's going down. Notice that? And this is why you need very low friction for it to do stuff. Okay, I'm just fast forwarding it right there. Alright, and then do the same setup but that's on this rotating base. Basically rotates at lower friction and it just goes up on its own. I'm just fast forwarding and it's fully up. Alright. And that is basically the gist of it. And then a whole bunch of other stuff there that I uncovered. All right, and let's see what else is there. Yeah, no, bro. What's the proof of the rotation of the Earth? Now you sound like control opposite. It's just obvious that water can't stick to the bottom of a ball no matter who you laugh for. Well, what does that mean? It's like you're ignoring gravity. So this is what I mean. I don't censor, but if you talk nonsense like that, like where you're either purposely acting dumb or dumb, you'll get timed out. So just don't just talk nonsense like that. It's like don't pretend like you don't know what gravity is. And then, oh yeah, so some other stuff here. Flat Earth Dave was there. So we have Flat Earth dinosaur model. Let's go to the dinosaur model. Okay, here's Flat Earth. Yes, this makes me wonder if Judy Wood is also controlled op. All right. Is this Sofa World? What in the world's going on here? Are you less towards the poles? All right, so we have people right here talking nonsense. Sofa World and Truth Seeker are have like one more nonsense, and then they're gonna go. What is gravity? Yeah. That's a good question you should ask yourself. But that's a good question to wonder. I think it's incoherent magnetism. The question is what's magnetism. But regardless, it's like saying, well, what's gravity in Earth, Flat Earth model? It's you can't escape that. Anyways, here's a Flat Earth model of dinosaurs going extinct. Oh man, that's a good meme. All right, some other one here, Tellinger. Yeah, it's like, and then Michael Tellinger's on the Flat Earth model. Michael Tellinger, we've been lied to about everything. It's like absolute epic people just turning to disinfo agents. Yeah. What about gravity? You need to hold all the water of the ocean. Like, what is this guy talking about? Just take the time to read it. I was explaining the only force created by a spinning Earth. Yeah, this guy. Oh, Truth Seeker. What amount of gravity you need to hold all the water? what do you mean? Just it's whatever's needed to hold the water. Like that you're talking acting dumb again. You know nothing about the flat Earth, brother. All right. So we have a bunch of these. I'm just gonna put a user in timeout. Let's put it in 5 minutes. I'll probably end it by 5 minutes. So when he talks complete nonsense. So for read Dr. Judy Wood's word towers go and then come back with your own debunks as no one's been able to refute. Yeah, but I think Silver Roll's saying she doesn't talk about flat Earth. So yes, okay. So we have some stuff here, some ads there. All right, guys, I'm closing some stuff. Unless you have any questions or going on, as we already went on for 2 hours and 10 minutes and 17 minutes. We're just killing it in the time here. Oh, we had a drop off here. What happened there? The flat Earth must have been spinning and people fell off or something, or there's a crack in the ground. Anyways, we are closing some stuff. Water naturally forms a ball in microgravity. That is epic stuff there. Microgravity. We'll play this as we. Oh, whoops! We'll play it like here. All right. What else are we gonna close? Water naturally. Oh, yeah, Richard Gage is also on the disinfo. Is also on the flat Earth stuff. Richard Gage flat. Okay, so he was asked, Earth is flat.
Okay, but you think Earth is round or flat?
Well, I don't know. I've seen it other than what's been shown to us on the television. So what do I know?
So that answer is still not a certain answer. We know right. Fine.
So that's what we learned in school, and that's what I accept.
So you accept that the Earth is round?
Why not?
You're.
I don't know.
You don't know that the Earth is round?
That's what I've learned. That's what I've been educated. But when you learn the truth about what happened at the World Trade Center, and that the government and the media have been lying about it, I don't trust anything I've learned in my history books.
All right. So he goes there again. So he's a complete hack and liar and disinfo agent, and they ask him, and he goes there to defend to say 9/11 inside job. And then they ask him about flat Earth, and then he has no answer, which is, again, he's a complete clown. Because then that is the definition of controlled opposition. Just making himself a complete fool All right, and let's see what else is in there. Who is this? Shaggy, that was Richard Gage. He's the explosive. Yeah, so Richard Gage. If you go to my channel, you can see. I'm in my Telegram channel. You can see a whole bunch of stuff on Richard Gage. Richard Gage is a menace. What is this? Richard Gage is let's see. Why is this going on here? Richard Gage. He's the one that says it was explosives and it wasn't direct energy weapons, so he would cover that up. He's the one of the founders of Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth. So he's the architects, and you can see a whole bunch of stuff there. Richard Gage. Let's see, going further. I don't have anything else on there. Richard Gage, 9/11. Let's see what he has. Yeah, so Richard is the architect and founder of Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth, a group that questions it, and so on. And let's see. Oh, ADL. Okay, he's got a hit piece on by the ADL. Richard Gage and the 9/11 conspiracy theories. So ADL's up against them. Conspiracy theorist. Let's see if there's gonna be some anti-Semitic stuff. Anti-Sem. Let's go. Gage's brushes with anti-Semitism, and then you have the whole crew of civil agents: Kevin Barr, Christopher Bolin, etc. Yeah, so they blame Jews, Zionists, etc. But again, all the world is a stage. It's not just Israel, and hence when you focus on one, you get your channel banned, and it's also wrong. Anyways, let's see what the next setup is. There anything else here? Oh yeah, so another thing. If you share my videos, yes, if you share it and tag me on X or Twitter, I will like and retweet your stuff here, like this one. Let's see if I had whoops, from Flat Earth, Derek Compass Flat Earth. Yeah, I think someone did, and then okay, they removed it or something. Okay, it's not there anymore. All right. Anyways, that is all, guys. My brother was in Manhattan 9/11. Saw the first plane. Well, it wasn't. He saw something. He saw something hit. It wasn't the conventional plane. Okay, and then here's the water. Right here, forming a ball in microgravity.
Rotating sphere of water, about 25 millimeter core.
And it's rotating.
These bubbles are kept from coalescing from a small amount of.
All right. Alright, so this guy just can't, so they tell us lies about everything else, but they're telling the truth. All lies have controlled opposition. It's a psyop. Don't believe, the liars that push it. All right, let's go.
Added.
So it's like you gotta be more nuanced, guys. And there's some other stuff. And let's see. I'm just gonna close some stuff. Okay, there's nothing else, and I am going, guys. Is there anything else? Anything else you guys want to say? I'll type it in. Thanks for joining, and I think I lost some subscribers, some more now. Yeah, so yeah. All right. So every time I do the flat Earth ones, the channel just keeps going down. So it was 996 December 21, and it just goes down and down. 89. Guys, we gotta get to 50,000 subscribers. If you're flat earther, even if you're flat earther, you can subscribe to a lot of interesting stuff. I've only done 2 videos on flat Earth. Actually, not 2. Never mind. I did one way back. And this is to explain how controlled opposition works. So part 7, how controlled opposition works. This was I made this in 2017, and this got actually deleted by YouTube for some reason. Okay, and this is how flat Earth works, etc. And you guys read this one here. It's from 2017. I have a video there as well. I should have there's the links to watch the videos, 3Speak, Odyssey, and so on. So YouTube removed it for hate speech or something, and then even 2017, yeah, I knew flat Earth was just a giant psyop. It's a complete nonsense. All right, guys, that is all, guys. Make sure to read that and so on. Thousands of people saw the second plane hit because they were already. No, I know. I'm saying they saw something. I'm saying it's not a conventional plane. Conventional planes do not melt through. It wasn't CGI, so it's but it was. I think I'm leaning towards some sort of physical plane-like object with built-in with like a bunker busters type missile, with holographic projection around it. Like that's so I'm going a bit next level. Bunker buster. So just to compare, the delayed explosion and the gliding through. So again, these videos are real. It's not I'm not saying it's so they saw something. So notice how it glides through, and then there's a delayed explosion. Glides through, delayed explosion. Even some of the wings disappear. So this one glides through. You're gonna see glide through, and then you're gonna have a delayed. Yeah, and look, it's all black. The colors is just a bit off. Something's about the coloring as well. Okay, and it goes with 0 deceleration. Just goes in, delayed explosion. Delayed explosion is the key. Here's a bunker buster, so they're going through reinforced concrete. Delayed explosion. Slides through, delayed explosion. That was a key aspect of it. So there's another one. Delayed explosion. Anyways, that is for a topic for another day. I'm actually going to get Mark Conlin looking like in January. And that's going to be pretty epic. He does a lot of the research on the so-called planes. Jeremy Butler, hey, did you guys miss me? I just been starting without you. Have you mentioned the missing wing? Yeah, I mentioned the missing wing. I gotta find some footage of that. So there's different angles showing the wing like disappear and come back. And again, it's not CGI as disinfo agents say. All right, guys, that is all, guys. I have to head out. Good to see you, at least, Jeremy, for a bit. And that is all, guys. Merry Christmas. And yeah, have a great holidays or whatever you're celebrating. And yes. And that is all, guys. If you have anything, question, I'm gonna close it in 3. But yeah, basically gonna close it, guys, in like right now. All right, guys, that's all. Have a good one, and bye. Yeah, bye, Jim. Merry Christmas, and peace out, guys. And 3, 2, 1, ending. And all right.